Wascana Park, surrounding the Saskatchewan legislature, 2,300 acres of parkland right in the middle of Regina. A battle at the top of Pool A takes center stage in Regina. They are both Brier champs who join forces aiming to lift that tankard again. Brad Jacobs, Reid Carruthers have bonded at the Brand Center, but draw 18 will be a difficult test because Brendan Bottcher has been bouncing the competition. His team full of Brier champs also playing well. Can they score an important win as the round robin wraps up? Who will be on top tonight? The Montana Brier continues. Yeah, it all winds up tonight. Round robin started last Friday. We already know 3 of the playoff teams. We'll find out the other 3 in about 3 hours. One of these 2 teams will finish first with a win. But this afternoon it was all about Pool B. Aaron Sluchinski, Alberta champion, against the defending champions, Brad Gushue, and he started well. Gushue looks very sharp now. Maybe a mediocre start, lost a couple of games, but very sharp here as he'll make this little hit and roll. This would lead to the 3, and he just rolled on to the win to claim second place. So the third place would come down to a win between Tyler Smith, PEI, Jamie Cooey, Territories. We go to an extra. That stone back button, that was the final draw for Cooey, and now Smith out of the Crapo Club in PEI has to follow it down, and all Jamie could do is watch the big screen, and what he sees is a big miss as he picks up the win, and he is into the final 3. First time in the playoffs since 2012 as he hugs it out with his dad, Fred. So Cooey's your winner, and his brother winds up, but at 6 losses. Kevin beats Nunavut. Saskatchewan, they are first. They close with a win, and Gushue's win over Alberta. So we do know Pool B, McHugh, Gushue, and yes, Jamie Cooey. Carruthers is in. Bottcher coming up. The winner will be first after that. We'll have to wait and see. And on this Thursday night, we do say hello, Canada. Welcome back. Our continuing coverage. Final night round robin. Joe's here. Ross is here. We'll hear from Kathy. By the way, happy birthday. Bottcher 6-1. Great record. But it appeared at times to be an uncomfortable 6-1.
Yeah, they started off the event super defensive. They didn't have a great handle on the ice. They've gotten more and more comfortable out there as the week has progressed. I would expect to see some rocks in play tonight. But Vic, Brad Jacobs throwing last for Team Carruthers. You don't want to leave him the hero shot. He's going to make it. Yeah, that's the DNA of Jacobs, of course. Really, with these 2 teams, I think it's a bit of a pick-em.
Yeah, it is. You got 8 great players. It's a given day, and anything can happen. Who's got hammers? Who's going to do what? I look a little deeper there. I love what Reid did. He deserves a ton of credit. We touched on it earlier. To drop down, no ego, bring in Jacobs. It's Jacobs' team. He goes, no, let's talk this over. The chemistry in this team going forward could make a big difference, and you just mentioned it with Jacobs. You don't win a gold medal by not making big shots. He makes big shots.
So that's on the line, first place. The winner of this one will get first. After that, again, as we say, you just have to stay tuned.
Brad's been one of the best players here in Canada for a long time now. I think their team is really coming into their own now with Brad skipping. They're winning a bunch of games, and that's going to be a big game.
We're coming in here very confident. We've put in a lot of work. We've put in a ton of time and effort, and in order to beat a team like that who is tremendously consistent, and Brendan manages the game very well, we're going to have to be our very best.
The 2024 Montana's Brier is proudly presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. By PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
Winding up Pool A, and Kathy, the only team not playing, Catlin Schneider, BC, eliminated at 4-4. Who else is on the ice?
Well, it's a really big night. Matt Dunstone knows that to keep his hopes alive, he is going to have to win. And the team from Newfoundland and Labrador, Andrew Simmons, is playing far better than his record. It's not going to be an easy walk. Trevor Bonneau, also in that situation, having lost this morning, has to win tonight to keep his hopes alive. He takes on Thomas Scoffin from the Yukon, and the fans from Northern Ontario, well, they're wearing orange garbage bags, cheering for Newfoundland and Labrador to beat Matt Dunstone. That gives him his best chance. And the final game is Scott Howard and James Grattan. James usually plays so well in the second part of the week. He has yet to find his first win. He'd love to do that tonight.
That's very funny. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Team Bottcher out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary, skipped by Brendan Bottcher, backed up by Ben Hebert, Brett Gallant, and Mark Kennedy. Manitoba from the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg. They are skipped by Brad Jacobs, Reed Carruthers at third, Derek Semigolski, and Connor Negevin at lead. Oh, that gives you a good idea what's happening. Alberta. Manitoba has won the draw to the button by about 15 centimeters, so it will belong to Jacobs and Manitoba. So Bottcher is out. He has the brush down for his lead, Ben Hebert.
Line's good.
Some of the custodial staff were running around going, where are all our bags? Well, they're all over there. They're on the fans. we can't put the garbage away, so very good.
Over curling a little bit here. Take good scrub.
Good.
Yeah.
See where you have the broom for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I never see this anymore, Russ. The guard just off center line, and they're going to go for the tick.
But just about to say, you never see the tick, and here it comes. Tough one for Connor, because we talk about it all the time. It's got to be a little bit slower, a little bit swingier here. That's why Ben's over curled in the first place.
Probably the first tick he's seen all week.
Curl, Derek. Curl. Shooter. Go ahead.
Oh, very nice, boy.
Great shot.
Very rarely played anymore because of the no tick rule on the center line. Let's take a look at the keys for Brendan Bottcher.
And the team has to dial in draw weight. All day it's been a little bit faster, so need to find the top of the house and lock that in, and also just keep caddying. This team does a really good job of supporting each other, framing the shot, picking each other up. They want to keep building on that looking into the playoffs.
All right, the keys for Team Carruthers.
Well, one without. Forcing Team Bottcher to a single is a small victory for Carruthers. And read your mark. Reed Carruthers has to keep step with the all-star Mark Kennedy. That could be the difference here.
Get it? Get it? Yeah, I get it now. Okay. Yeah, well, you have to explain it.
Yeah.
So keys are brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. It is pure comfort. Wonderful first stone by Connor Negevin.
I thought you were going to say wonderful keys.
You can wait. Line's okay. Line's good.
It's funny, I was just going to say, when that center line guard has been off the center line, I haven't seen a lot of teams play that tick. So
I wonder if people have stopped practicing it, Russ.
Yeah, you probably, because you don't play it very often. I don't remember it at all, Joe. I don't remember any, do you?
I don't think so.
Board.
So referring to that no tick rule, it's part of our rules of play. 5-rock rule, 10 ends, 38 minutes, just the one 60-second timeout. And if that stone is on that center line, you can't remove it until the fifth rock has been played.
Wait's good. Whoa. Clean. Wait's good. Clean. Yep. Help us. Help. Speed. Yes. Yep. Wait's good. Yep. Clean. Yep.
Kennedy. Hebert.
Yep. Roll it.
And enough to push it through, yes. And then they'll roll it to the center line.
That's a high-quality shot. They had planned on playing that one to begin with. Couldn't see a lot of that stayed easily.
Good take, edge of rock. I think so. Wait's good. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Curl. Whoa. straight. Whoa.
So trying to hold up the curl, Connor Negevin. And now Carruthers will help it over. And now where's this roll going to go? And does it get in behind? Looks pretty good.
It's a perfect roll.
What a start. Perfect tick. Hit and stay. Almost buried. Perfect roll.
Down a little bit. Not bad? Nope. Thanks.
Yep. Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Once they knew the run back was not going to be made, Brendan tried to get his maximum curl, get that rock out of there. Didn't want to leave a corner.
Give me a tiny on a throw. Want me to throw?
Like a 14-6, okay?
Do you like the guard? Or you like the other side?
Yeah.
That's fine.
You like splitting the rings, right?
Yeah, 2 options here. It's hard to maintain that separation all end. Eventually, someone's going to make a hit and roll, get these stones grouped, and then that double happens.
Yep.
Good.
Corner guard. Not a bad call. You delay that play in the house, but it is hard to place a perfect corner guard early in the game.
Yeah, you can go either way, can't you? And it depends on how late in the end it is. This is a little bit early, but there's only 4 Alberta rocks left.
Come on, more. Hard, Reed. Hard, Reed. Hard.
Okay, great sweep. Nice shot.
So the only game they did not open up with last rock was in that opener against Dunstone. They still won the game 7-5.
Wait right here, fellas.
I mean, the other thing too is, I guess, trying to put that guard on perfectly.
Yeah,
that's the other difficulty, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. And there's the other reason you might throw the guard is this guy's hitting. Yeah. His hitting side at 97 for hits.
Clean. Yep.
So they might be able to manufacture a situation where Bottcher has a double here.
Whoa. We're good.
So, can you roll it close?
Keep going.
Can you roll it close?
Yep. All the way under.
Beauty box.
How close can you
Very
roll
good,
it
Mark.
like that?
Very nice.
Unbelievable.
But by the same token, if you, Joe, I mean, just from where I'm sitting, if you were rolling it and were able to leave it on the high side of that stone, now you can't get the roll back. Now there's a possibility of missing the rock and rolling back the other way, right?
Yeah, I think that was the best they could have done, though, just with the depth of that rock.
A lot of pressure on Reed, and that was the matchup I was talking about in my keys, is to stop a double from Alberta. You've got to roll this a long way over.
That was reading your mark, right? That was
Lead.
Oh,
Yep.
thanks, man.
Clean up.
Well, just in case you missed it. Such a shame to waste something so good.
I know.
And he bangs it right on the nose.
It's a tough shot. You want that big roll, but you can't risk rolling out either.
That way you throw the intern at Brett.
Mine didn't curl at all. I was
Just dead
2 inches
straight.
tight. Gotcha. Yeah.
Good information from Brett Gallant. He said this didn't curl at all. He was just dead tight. It's honest feedback. Helps Mark have a good idea of how the spot's going to run.
Whoa, clean.
Mark Kennedy in a 13th Brier appearance. Hebert's got him.
Been hard.
And they got them both. They sure do.
Oh, sorry, Brad. Good.
Very good.
And all the way out the back. That's an end killer.
Yeah, 2 beauties. Like I said, 90. I just looked at 95 now for the week on his hits. That's outstanding because a lot of them are this tough. Or that first one was even tougher, the perfect roll.
Mine's good.
It's a lot harder than you, Derek.
Harder?
Yeah, it's
Mine's good.
Okay. Like through the rings, wait or no?
No, it should be fine. But we're closer through. Closer to through than we are just having to sweep them.
Just stay with it.
Well, I think it's going to stop.
Yeah,
good.
just.
Normal.
You like firm?
Ram.
Thought I need
Sure.
firm.
Yeah. clean.
Clean.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Gallant.
Yep. Right to it. Perfect. Great sweep.
And he'll lay it
Great
right
shot,
there.
Bottcher.
So have to chase.
As easy a shot as that was, I'm sure Mark's sitting there really hoping it's a good throw. You know, it gives your skipper a little bit of confidence. You now get the feeling that he's going to be right at you on all the hits.
Yeah, the way you start the game is so important, and especially you never want to give a free draw to your opponent, especially to the opposing skip. That extra time to really lock it in.
Yep. Clean. Looks good. Easy. Little heavy, Reed. Whoa. Clean. Clean.
Calls Dylan's weight. It's perfect. Nice throw, bud.
Wanted to avoid normal here, Mark.
Just a brilliant curling delivery, Brad Jacobs. You just get the feeling he's right at you every time.
Weight's good. Easy.
Whoa. Curl.
Weight's good. Curl, baby. Curl. Good sweep. Very nice. Job, Botch.
Again, right to the nose.
9 1/4. Fair weight, Botch. Okay. Nice throw. Bye.
They had a mini camp in Portage La Prairie prior to coming to Regina. Jacobs, of course, based in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Scoring 2 or more with last rock. So 32%.
Clean.
It's okay. I always say you should be up around 45 to be most successful.
Clean.
And away it goes. So they grouped the stones.
Start.
Mark Kennedy cleared the ball. That's why he'll put a blank on the board here in the first. Ben Hebert is originally from Regina, so he gets to come home as part of his Bottcher team out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary. Lots of family, friends. Was really excited as this event began. We welcome you back on this Thursday night. Final round robin draw. All these teams from Pool A. And the blank in 1 means that once again it is the Carruthers team out of Manitoba that does have last rock. They have the hammer here in 2 playing the Yellowstone.
Line looks good.
Weight's good.
Connor Negovan.
Line's good. Road.
Weight's good.
We saw Connor at the Scotties as he was coaching his
Weight's good.
wife Selena and the Caitlin Laws team.
Little bit of road.
They made the playoffs,
Nice.
Sweep it.
Go.
claiming the 3rd spot in the pool.
Go.
Okay, not bad. Full 12.
A couple feet slower than earlier, but not much.
Well, we're going to be keeping our eye on 2 particular games. I guess one involves Bonneau from Northern Ontario and the Dunstone team because they need wins to keep their chances alive.
Well, Matt had an opportunity to draw for 3, but he came short through a guard, and that is the guard that Andrew Simmons went around. So he is shot, the Newfoundland Labrador team, at the back 8. Matt is playing the run back on his own to try to get rid of it for 3.
From the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg, Andrew Simmons from the Remax Center, St. John's Curling Club, Newfoundland and Labrador. Oh, and he just touched it enough.
The draft caught it on the way.
Wow. Somebody left the door open, 2 for Manitoba.
Top 12 or is it Barry?
Hair high.
Intern, just the hair high, Derek.
Anything here, boys, or no?
Yeah.
What turn are you playing?
In?
Yeah,
You'll get a bit, bud.
You'll get curl.
Gallant getting to the inside there, forcing Team Carruthers to kind of blow it up here.
Derek Samogalski.
Curl. Curl.
Nice.
Good. Great
And opens it up.
Shot.
Opens up that center line.
Shooter roll for a corner, too. How good is that?
No kidding.
Chiselers.
I just saw it coming back and taking their own out, but they managed to save their own and leave 2 guards.
I'm sorry, Kathy. I apologize. You would think he'd know. Let's go update Yukon against Northern Ontario.
Well, Northern Ontario was at risk of giving up 2 in this first end. Thomas Scoffin hit to lie 2 on his first. That was replicated by Bonneau, but he wasn't able to roll behind cover. So it is an open hit for 2.
Doesn't score and hasn't scored a lot of points.
Yeah, we know.
Team from Whitehorse, but that's just the 4th time in the event they've scored 2 or more. Up 2-0.
I was looking for you.
Those are the 2 big games on the ice, certainly.
I'll turn. What kind of weight? Easy. Yeah.
Now again, you can go, Russ.
Oh, thanks.
Kathy's
Finally.
finished.
Gee.
Yeah.
The Bottcher actually wasn't just hitting that and staying. They actually ticked the back on the way by and left a tougher double.
That was all called and made, too. Really accurate hitting.
Both teams.
Negevin.
Yes.
Look at that curl.
I don't know what to do. Yep.
Well, maybe that and that. And we'll push them around, move them
That's not
around.
even close to easy. That's like hack. Oh, that's. Okay, must be sharp here. Easy out of his hand. That's like back line. Yeah, no, I know. What turn are you seeing?
Well, that is heavy there. Like that was not even back line, barely back line.
And they blanked the first. Ontario. 4 losses. They're eliminated against New Brunswick and James Grattan. And New Brunswick has played in every Brier since the very first, back in 1927. Has never gone winless. So right now comes in with 7 losses. Grattan.
What happened to that one? It was either a very slow spot, a very slow rock, or operator error, because that takeout didn't become a takeout.
Yeah, it ended up being back line. The call was easy, so that's like a lightweight hit.
Whoa.
Watch that, buddy.
Avoids the jam.
Very good.
And then runs it over and rolls it underneath. Well, he's
Good
just.
shot.
How many years we've watched him?
Yeah.
And look at the numbers that he has put up throughout this, averaging 93 for the week. Outstanding. Mark Kennedy. Going back to his, I don't know, his breakout. He had, of course, the Olympic win in 10 in Vancouver. He had a couple of national championships with Kevin Martin.
Hard.
08 and 09.
Really good throw, Reed. Good throw.
Just always been on his game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And the go-to guy, if somebody's building a super team, he got the phone call.
Good throw, Reed. Which one? This one?
Just that was coming so hard, it didn't curl quite as much as they anticipated.
Yeah, they're trying to get that double and then roll behind cover, so threw it hard to get both.
Yep.
So that dilemma, you can call it that, where to put this to avoid setting up any combination.
14-7.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Vic. If they do go top 8, it could set up a double or triple, but the last thing they want to do is play around the corner guard area without Hammer here. They're quite happy to let Reed try to hit and roll perfect.
I have a little light. Sorry, Mark. Okay.
Hard to believe when London he
Top 8.
had a high game of
Top
95,
4. Weight's great.
and here in Regina,
You meet T-line
he's had
on this
5
line.
games
Top 4.
95 and better.
Okay.
Hard to
Top
believe.
4.
Yep, go a little,
Pretty impressive.
No triple. You want to curl or do you want?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
You're deep enough.
Good spot, Mark.
Very good, Mark.
Great spot.
Very nice. Judge, guys.
Attaboy.
Can roll to the
Can't get
one
them all?
that's under the corner.
It looks like you get them all to me, but not quite, eh? Okay.
It's very close if they want to take
I
it
was
on.
thinking this way, but
It's either this way,
I think that's
either
easier,
that or
Ram.
over here.
yeah.
But
I think that's the shot. It looks more natural.
But the
You can
roll
go over the top.
behind this
Gotta
corner
drop
guard
up.
makes more sense. I think it's easier.
Bump and you're trying to hit like a thin half.
Jamie Cooey had a triple like this and he was afraid to hit it where he had to almost, you know, don't blame him. Reed could buzz right by aiming at a half an inch of a rock.
Yeah, hit and flop. Keep your shooter somewhere in the rings.
Weight's good. Yep.
Going to give it a go.
Whoa.
Connor Negavan.
Yep.
All him now trying to
Yep.
straighten it up.
Hard.
Jacobs got the line. What do you got now? Here we go.
Take the roll down.
And roll it over on the corner. No. So they'll get rid of just one.
Sweet. Call my own line there.
Yeah.
Good shot, Reed. It was always going to curl. It was always.
Sure.
Okay. Normal?
Yeah. Normal.
Good shot though.
Normal. Zero.
Can't roll too far back without risking a jam.
Nose or a little flop Brett's way? Yeah. Yeah, if we could roll to just side button, it'd be good. Okay.
Brendan Bottcher and his first #1 ranked team in Canada, #2 in the world. This team from the Glencoe Club in Calgary.
Brett. Yep. Roll. Yep. Watch the roll right to the button.
Roll it right back. And not quite as far.
Great shot.
What do you think? Can
Great
make
weight,
this roll?
Botch. Yeah.
Good.
There's also a triple there.
triple?
Is there not? It might miss that, but I like this read. I like the roll.
I think it
I like the
jams
roll
this
all
time, the triple.
Even if you jam it on the one.
Let's roll it in there.
It's close, eh?
Yeah, I think I like the roll though.
Okay.
Okay, so to make this roll, I'm thinking I like easy. I know you can kind of go over the top. I just don't want to throw anything too light down
Okay,
here.
I did throw a bump just now on this spot too, right?
Yeah, it's fine. Easy?
Easy, okay.
They'd like to softer weight, so you heard him say, I don't want to roll across the top. With this weight, he might. So it's probably not the perfect weight choice, but remember, Derek threw one down here and didn't get it through the rings.
Yeah, Reed was saying he just thrown one that was okay, but I was actually quite a bit closer to center. This is right where Derek was, so I'm with Brad on this. Don't baby it. It's looking like a force here, but don't need to go flashing anything. Roll right in front of the rock that's top 8 foot.
Brad Jacobs in a 15th Brier appearance.
Curl.
His previous 14, all out of Northern Ontario.
Hard.
Negavan.
Hard. Any roll.
And
Hard,
the roll.
Hard.
Nope.
Okay, bud.
Just overthrew it because of Derek's, I think, and then Reed tried to go the other way.
Normal? Yeah.
Yeah, that was good chunk hard.
Too much power there.
Right on the nose here is good.
Yeah,
It almost makes him draw.
Yeah.
Nose? Yeah.
Yeah, the point being
9.5, or 9.
dead on.
Same weight.
Jacobs hits it dead on. He might not be shot rock.
Yeah, the other stone in the 8 foot at around 4 o'clock.
A little bit more weight.
Touch more.
Curl.
Clean. Yep.
For the nose.
Yep. Hard
Plant.
Hard bread. Good. Great sweep.
And right on the nose.
Very good, Botch. Very good. Beauty, Botch.
Yeah, you don't think
Great
you
weight.
can.
Good.
No.
Very nice.
Great shot. Yeah, good. Nice.
That's
Digging that nose.
not a spot to be, and you're just in the second, and you have to draw a piece of the 4 against 3.
Good call.
I like those.
Oh, did
Yeah,
I get
but-
rid of it?
9.5.
They did have their,
14.8.
this is the draw for hammer line. They would have seen it.
Close.
They obviously had a very good
Yeah, mark through
draw
this
for
this
hammer.
end. What's that? Mark through this end.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah. 14.7.
14-7.
Yeah. Pretty similar to your draw the button, bud.
Okay. Put her on the tee.
Yeah.
Okay, good toss, buddy.
So same path, and he was 7 centimeters away from the pin on his draw to the button.
I don't have weight.
I think you can
Line's
wait.
good.
Not heavy.
Okay, it looked heavy to me.
Yeah, it's close. It's good though.
Close?
Yeah. Okay.
Curling lot.
Yeah, it's max. It's max.
Looks,
Clean it. Yeah, you can clean
looks
it.
a hair hot.
It's okay.
It is. It is. But
It is a hair
Yeah,
hot.
that's good.
Because then
It's a little
so
bit
you
on.
get it there
Okay,
now.
clean her up.
Yeah, it's good.
Clean her
Full
up.
4.
Nice, Brad. Oh boy. Good job, bud.
Good judgment. They never laid a rush to it. All on its own. Against 3. For the single. Connor Negovich throwing the lead stones for the team from the Granite Curling Club. Reed Carruthers, Brad Jacobs, and Derek Simigalski. Pick up a single. Nice draw against 3. And so for the first time in the game, Alberta and Brendan Bottcher, the Glencoe Club in Calgary, will have last rock. They have the hammer here in the third, playing the Red Stars. So center up, corner up, and around goes Carruthers. And right now, the second lead stone for Ben Ebert.
Line's good.
Off, Mark.
So much curl in this spot. The broom was almost edge of 12 here, Russ.
Yeah,
And this is to cross the center.
we saw this earlier today.
Line's not off.
Top 4.
Weight's good.
There it goes. So
Line's
that's
good.
what, a little more than 3 feet wide at the center line, at the hog
Line's
line.
good. Close for Weeze. Let it carve in there.
It curls exactly that 3 feet.
Shot.
Whatever you like.
Okay, give me a time con.
Rare intern for Ben, made perfectly.
Yeah.
What did he just
That's
throw there?
funny.
Yeah,
Throws almost all out turns. Nothing wrong with his intern
Not
though.
at all.
Good. Little light.
Line's good.
Derek
Weight's
Simigalski
good. Little light.
trying to go around that stagger.
Gotta go for speed a bit.
Top of the 4.
Yeah, weight's good.
Line's good.
Weight's great.
Clean, yep.
Right on it.
Yep.
Carruthers.
Whoa.
Right on it.
A little bit of room. Curl. Whoa. Straight. Straight.
And won't get there.
Just like that. Nice shot.
Great judge.
Yeah, you too.
It's a good spot.
Good job, Derek.
Board.
Nice shot.
So remember now, we said there are no tie-breaking games. Head-to-head would be one deciding factor, and now they draw shot challenge. All the numbers throughout the week drawing for Button, and Bottcher is number 1. So being number 1 there means that he will either be first, second, or third. He cannot miss. He cannot miss the playoffs. So that's a big win for him already.
Come on. Hard.
Right to it. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Watch
My
that
rock.
roll. Go. Get over there. Yep, yep.
And get some separation. Shot rock
Very good, very good.
is Bottcher. Just shy of the 4, top 4. So by virtue of that last rock draw, those numbers, we know that Bottcher is now in, confirmed. Winner of this game, though, will get first. And the battle is there between Dunstone and Minot for the 3rd spot. And Kathy keeping her eye on that, of course. It just adds another skill level. And adding those up, you take your 2 worst and you throw those away, basically. But you get to move on because you've done something positive.
Whoa. Curl, 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 curl.
Gotta keep her going.
A little hard, eh?
Okay, good.
And you'll
Good
remember
sweep.
from the Scotties, it was Caitlin Laws, because of her draw numbers, that won a 5-team tie. Newfoundland Labrador back with a single. Northern Ontario responded with 1 and 2 blanks. And they play in the 3rd Ontario last rock there.
I like the out turn.
Yeah. Let's roll and guard ours, boys, eh? Basically just trying to hit and roll 3 feet.
Yeah. The peel.
Yeah.
We talked about just playing a hit and roll on the yellow that's on the same side of the center line as their guards, but I like this call, Russ.
Yes.
The center line guard is the one that's causing them the most trouble.
Please.
Sit. Good try, Brett. Good shot, Brett. That'll play.
It's really nice. Not only made the run back, but tried to roll for a corner, rolled maybe 6 inches too far.
It's good. Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you. You've got to protect the scoreboard. You're down 1 here. You don't want to give up a steal to a great team. You've still got an outside chance of using those guards.
And they were 1, 2, and 3. They were sitting 3. You had to address those yellows in the house.
Okay, yeah, bump is good. Bump's fine, yeah.
I think I can see over half. Just bump.
Good toss, bud.
It's curling so much towards the center line on that entrance side. You assume going to the wing here will just be a bit more gradual.
You have to think so.
Still lots of curl. It's just weight sensitive. If you're heavy, it's not going to come up.
Look at the
Heavy.
saying it's
Heavy.
heavy. It's Senegalski. Now trying to help it over. Push it through and roll towards the middle.
Shot, Reed. Shot, Ram.
Yeah, even a hair. Yeah, nose or hair my side. Yeah.
Just a pinch on the broom side of this one.
On the nose, Mark.
Makes double for sure. It depends on whether it jams on the third one. The audible is if you're a little wide here, Mark can roll behind that corner with the weight he's going to be throwing.
Clean.
Mark Kennedy, Heber picked him up right away. Can you make the double? Oh, they'll tickle it on the way by, and they'll push it. Not far enough. Those two are shot and second, belonging to Manitoba, back edge of the 8.
Dead silence when he let it go. They couldn't decide if it was wide or narrow. That's how good this guy is. And just came up a fraction too much.
Now that was Mark's out turn. So usually on appeal, the out turn will run a little bit straighter. Not that time, though.
Reed Carruthers, one of the busiest men in the game. Of course, we saw him coaching Carrie Anderson at the Scotties. Helped them with their preparation. Then the nearly 2 weeks in Calgary. Got right in the car after they were eliminated. Came home, turned off his phone, spent time with wife Jody, his son Bo, who's just shy of a couple of years, and after a couple of days was back in Portage for a camp, and then right on to Regina.
Busy.
Focus on the roll, I think.
Yeah.
You have to think that that's a tough task mentally for Reed. Coaching is all, you get so invested emotionally. He cares so much about his team, and he was practicing throughout the Scotties at the Glencoe in Calgary, but it's just, you got to imagine that's a tough way to get ready for the Brier.
And in fact, he told Kathy and me that he's been getting to bed pretty early here, just trying to catch up on sleep.
And that was the question I asked him, Joe. Just what is the emotional gas tank like? And he said he got to the point that when he got here, he had to flip the switch and park what was happening at the Scotties and start to look forward to being a present part of this team. And as you said, Vic, going to bed early and just looking ahead instead of back.
He's trying to lay second. Then we got to draw it to a dime, and that's fine. Nose is good, eh?
Yeah, I don't think we need to get too cute with that.
If we roll out, he makes the double, it's a blank, that's okay.
Blank, yeah.
What are you thinking for Wade here?
I think you'll get a little here because we're out in the booms.
No, I just don't want to underthrow something, and I'm thinking at least control.
Solid control?
Yeah.
This team, I think in particular, a lot of them do it, but in particular, they spend that extra second saying, okay, what's the perfect speed?
Derek will lean on it for you.
I heard Jacob say, I don't want to baby this and find out there's a bit of pebble and hit the guard. So they pick the weight they want. It's easier that way for Jacobs to commit in the hack.
Kathy Reed, I thought, paid a real compliment to Brad Jacobs, and in comparing him a lot to Glenn Howard in as much as the way he accepts information from other players.
Well, I said to him, you've been the chameleon. When you played with Mike McEwen, you were third, you were skip, and you've done it again. Why don't more people do that and make a flip and switch? And he said, I don't know, but for me, it's just been about being accepting of what is best for the team. And he did refer to Glenn Howard, knowing that Glenn has skipped and then he moved to play lead when he thought that he couldn't contribute because of his injuries. And it is a good question why more teams don't look at their lineup and say, what can we adjust using these same great people to make our team better?
He's also accepting of,
Play it dead straight to there.
for us, Joe, is Brad's accepting of input and then ultimately making the decision. It's not just my way or the highway, as the old saying.
I love that concept of skipping.
Okay.
I mean, it's ultimately the fourth stone thrower's decision, Joe, but right, why don't you leave yourself open?
Yeah, I think especially not having skipped for a few years now, he's happy to have the support of his team and make sure everyone buys in.
Brendan Bottcher, his first. Can he get them both at the back?
Clean. Whoa. Yours, hard.
Gallant, it's yours. Yeah, it's yours, and they get them both.
Great pass, Bob.
Easier to make the double with that speed, takes the ice reading out of it, but tougher to hang around, made it perfect.
And that's really impressive to me about Brad and Ben sweeping together is they're so engaged on the throw. Ben knows that that's Brett's rock because he knows exactly what piece of the center line he needs to be or close to be to make that shot. They're ready to go, whoever needs to go.
Clean. Normal. Whoa. Clean. Curl there. Clean. 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 Whoa.
Huh. So Mikulski just hip checked Negevin out of the way.
Sometimes when you're down, it's easy just to stay down.
Good end. Your first one was tough because you're never going to never be gentle and it catches curl. You tick it, it's like, what the fuck?
Well, if we know
Yeah, just don't know what's going to happen to it.
Yeah, they had to throw extra out wide there.
Clean.
So the first blank since a blank against Northern Ontario, and that was game 4.
The Brier is just the most special curling tournament on earth. The Brier's the show, that's where you want to be.
It means everything. Absolutely everything.
I talked a lot about it being like the Masters.
It's got a lot of tradition, a lot of history.
If you don't know what curling is, you know what the Brier is.
So special to play amongst some of the best to ever do it.
Sliding out on that ice with all the colors of all the provinces is very special.
The Brier crowd is just a little bit different.
This is a childhood dream come true.
It's just, the pinnacle of what we dream to do as little kids.
All you're trying to do is win the Brier, which is everyone's dream.
Everybody wants to win the Brier. To earn that Purple Heart is a massive accomplishment.
The Brier's the ultimate goal as a Canadian curler.
It's the event I look forward to the most all year.
There's really nothing like it. Like every time that we're here and we show up, and it never gets old.
So this final evening of round robin play, deciding Pool A. Earlier today, McEwen, Gushue got in, clinched it with his win over Sluchinski in Alberta. And then Cooey grabbed that last spot in a win, an extra end win over Smith of PEI when Smith couldn't follow him down. Now we know Carruthers, Bottcher are in. The winner of this game will be first. Who will grab that third spot? Either Dunstone or Bonneau from the Fort William and Thunder Bay. Yeah, it is Manitoba against Alberta on this Thursday night to wrap up the round robin. And a blank in 3 means that once again it is Alberta with Last Rock playing the Red Stars.
level peel.
This will work.
Kathy, I thought it was interesting in talking with Brett Gallant.
No, I think it was coming over top. Cup seat.
Talking
Sorry,
about
but I
the
didn't
ice
touch it.
first. Because all the teams struggled. The teams from down east, others that maybe don't play as much said, okay, we just play the conditions. Those more elite teams really struggled. But he said the last 3 games, ice has probably been the most consistent it's been.
Well, and it wasn't a criticism of Greg necessarily. When we start any event, the ice changes a little bit, and just as teams got used to it, they had all started to say that they were finding that it was too straight. And so the stones were sharpened, but we definitely had conversations amongst ourselves that the teams that do not play just the slam events adjusted quicker, because those events are similar ice conditions all the time. And the teams like Tyler Smith, Matt Manuel, that are used to playing on all kinds of different curling arenas, they just adapted. It's just, you know what, if it curls, awesome, we'll adjust. And if it's straight, we will. But the better teams, or the higher ranked teams, are now figuring it out. And this is where the higher skill level kicks in.
I agree.
The other thing, though, Russ, he said as well, is it did force them to simplify their game. You know, just as we said earlier today, put the brush down and just throw it at your mark rather than overthink things.
That's a skill. A lot of teams will not do that. They'll go, well, I won the provincials, or I won all the points this year by doing it this way. You've got to make that adjustment depending on the ice.
Good job, Brett. Good.
Just hung on. That yellow biter was out for a couple of seconds. Last rotation brought it back. It's like a playoff strategy, or isn't it, this game?
Yeah, it has that kind of feel.
Both teams getting their way out of the mistakes.
Clean, yep.
No one wants to take a big risk early in this game.
Hard con. Hard con. Harder. Hard con. Hard. Hard. Hard con. Hard con.
Oh, and he'll just touch it back.
Getting this a little gentle. Like I'm not getting like an ad on his.
All right, let's go over. Oh my gosh, what do we got there? Matt Dunstone is what, facing, or has a chance for 3?
He has a chance for 3. 2 little mistakes by Simmons that really added up. He made a great draw, but it over curled. That left Matt line 1. Matt wrapped around again, and in trying to go with big weight and scatter stones, he crashed on the guard, he being Andrew Simmons. So this is a draw to the 4-foot for 3.
Yep. 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 Yep.
So for the 10th time in the event, which is the most of any team,
we're okay.
he scores 3 or more.
Room. Wait's good. Room.
Okay, it's your rock, Ben.
Room.
Wait's good. Top 8.
It's got a curl.
Go ahead. Yep, keep knifing.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Speed. No. Hard. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good one, guys. Gotta go. Gotta go.
So with Bottcher claiming a playoff spot through the last stone draw, those numbers we showed you earlier, a Dunstone win will give him 3rd. Okay, let's go over to Bonneau, because we know, he has to win and hope for a Dunstone loss.
Well, Trevor threw a guard on his last one, but the shot stone is open. What they're not clear is if Thomas Scoffin hits it on the nose, will it be shot over the one beside it? But that is the play.
Curl. Hard head. Hard head. Hard head.
Thomas Scoffin, 4th Brier out of Whitehorse. Oh boy, now who's the shot? Well, they actually, measured once or twice?
Well, they measured about 4 times. They went
Okay.
around, and one time it came up, he pointed yellow. Then he pointed red. So then they brought out the head official, Brett Waldroff, to also take a look, because if you have an official that can't decide, you bring in the chief.
So
It's the measuring stick.
That was easy plus.
And so
they're
absolutely.
absolutely identical.
So in that case, when you cannot decide and it is declared a tie, it becomes a blank. And so that's why you see a blank on the board when there were lots of rocks in play.
Okay, hair less for sure.
That is so rare.
Up 12, tight. Line's good. We got to go on this. Line's good. Come on.
Two
Line's good.
wide open, well, not
no,
wide open. It wasn't quite
good.
wide open edge and edge, but
Line's
Reed
good.
missed narrow
Straight.
and a wide open hit.
Line's
and then
real
they
good.
buzzed by the one that was
Ribbit.
half buried.
Whoa. Just hook them. Try, buddy. Just hook them. That'll play.
You know, I don't know how tough it would be, Joe, if you ever been in this situation. So Bonneau's right. He's playing right beside Dunstone. He knows what he has to do. He has to win. But you're looking over if you're Bonneau, and you're seeing the other guy just got a 3. He's up 5-1. How deflating is that? Or do you just try to focus on your game?
You do just try to focus on the game at hand, but of course it's going to play in the back of your mind. Never a situation you want to be in where it's not in your own hands whether or not you make it into the playoffs. So that'll be a mental battle for them tonight. Just an interesting series of events in our game here, Russ. We had Reed with 2 flashes, and then Mark Kennedy trying to come around. He comes up
Syringes.
light.
Incredible.
Nope.
Whoa. Whoa, curl. Clean.
Clean. Straight.
Yep.
Straight.
Clean.
Straight.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
You got that, Ram? Shot. Great shot. Nice throw, buddy. Yeah, that was good. Great shot, Cups. Okay. It's going to have you in the deuce.
It's nice to roll it your way at rock, but
2 normal hits. Okay. I like normal then. What are you thinking if we know?
you're just going to hit and roll. Try to hit and roll, Barry. It's going to be accessible, but it's not going to be.
Same normal I gave you 2 ends ago? Yeah.
What's that, Bob?
Same normal from 2 ends ago?
Sure.
I threw this twice.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's just where Reed flashed it. Derek had one in the second end. He almost flashed it. But I think they're just playing under throwing it, Joanne,
you kind of miss one like
in
that.
this spot.
I just had to think to myself, give 2 feet.
Yeah.
There's your answer, huh?
Yeah.
Little snug.
Under throwing.
It's a long week, Vic.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Clean.
To keep that
Clean.
focus for all these games.
Clean. Clean. Yep.
Gallant.
Yep.
There they are.
9-6.
Just to finish the thought on the 2 games that Kathy's watching. So both Dunstone and Bonneau come in at 5-2. Last night, Dunstone beat Bonneau. That was the big win.
Yes.
Because that's the head-to-head tiebreaker. So if they both win tonight, Dunstone gets it by virtue of that win. That's why, for Bonneau to advance, Dunstone has to lose and Bonneau win. Brad Jacobs, Canadian champion in 13, 14, Olympic champion, Sochi.
Clean. Good. Nice shot. Attaboy. Nice throws, bud. Thanks. Good shot. Shot, buddy.
Brendan Bottcher's had a steady diet of wide open out-turn hits. So I'm betting on him making this one.
Yeah. 15-foot run, double, missed. Should ask if they had any beers. Ask them if they have beers. Hey, you guys
He said he's really enjoying himself when we talked with Brad earlier in the week. You said, Joe, just getting back into the game after leaving it and the team scattering.
Same way.
Clean. Clean it all the way. Clean.
Very good, Botch.
And to your point,
Good shots.
Boys.
that's 8 out-turn hits for Brendan Bottcher. The 4 sheets in play on this Thursday night here at Regina Prent Center and our final evening of round robin. This Pool A. Only team not playing, Catlin Schneider, who's from the Regina area, but skipping BC and skipped BC out of Victoria to a 4-4 record. So he's done. As we sorted out, we know the 2 of the 3 teams. We know that Bottcher, Carruthers, one of them will finish first. Other games will decide who finishes third. So Alberta gets a deuce, and we go to 5. And once again, it's the team from the Granite in Winnipeg with Last Rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Weight's good.
Looks hot.
Mine's
really
good.
Okay. Clean. Still looks heavy. Okay. Cool.
Mine's good.
Clean.
A little bit of curl, maybe.
Has to be heavy.
Round.
Finish it, Reed.
Yeah, go ahead. You can. Yep. Oh, easy, easy. Yep,
Easy,
yep,
easy,
yep.
easy,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
easy,
whoa, 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 whoa.
The centerline guard went up, followed by the corner. Ben went to play out-turn through the port to come around, and he actually wrecked on the corner. He tipped it over.
Wow. 12 and a half.
Straighter on that side,
yep.
coming to the middle compared to the left-hand side of the screen. That way just walks over.
We notice that, that in-turn will go crazy there.
Get the weight right, pal. Good speed.
All sheets, as we look at it now, slope to down towards sheet D to the right. So this should hook.
Max weight.
Yep.
I got good weight.
Max
Clean.
weight. Max.
Whoa,
Close.
Clean.
Close.
Ready?
Whoa, clean.
Curl.
Curl.
Get ready, Mark.
Curl. Curl.
Keep going. You gotta go.
Curl.
Gotta
Hard
go.
bend. Hard.
Come on, Benny.
Hard.
Dig,
Hard.
dig,
You
dig,
got
dig,
it.
dig,
Go, 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 go.
Stop.
Dig,
You
dig,
did
dig.
so
You're good.
well.
Watch the roll there, guys.
Now, can you roll this over behind your own and
Good shot.
we'll get it to the back 8?
Oh, he did
His
it.
weight's good, but very nice.
Good job. He just likes to see a little
Very
more.
nice. I know, but then he gives me a 0. Curl.
You gotta go.
Curl.
Gotta
Hard
go.
bend. Hard.
Come on, Benny.
Hard.
Dig,
Hard.
dig,
You
dig,
got
dig,
it.
dig,
Go,
dig.
go, go, go.
Stop. Dig, dig, dig. You're good. You're good. Watch the roll there, guys.
Middle.
Go, 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 go. Good shot.
3/4.
Okay. Runs nice here, eh?
You're going for 2/3.
Yeah, you'll get a bit.
Trying to hang around with a corner here or just blasting?
Yeah. Trying to keep the shooter in play.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Early brush from Carruthers.
Yep. Whoa. Nope.
Watch that red.
And
Oh,
we'll
great shot,
get
Derek.
the
Boy,
look
Derek,
at
very
that.
nice.
Roll over. He's got the
bud.
corner covering the 12, so they got
Beauty, Derek.
something on both sides.
At the end of the week, you look at all the skip shots that have won games or big ends or shots like that. You know, the double wasn't tough, but with the big speed, rolled it perfectly to where they wanted to.
Yeah, you throw peel weight, rip the double, lose your shooter, and all of a sudden Brendan's going to peel the one corner guard, and your multiple score is dead before third stones.
Yeah, I know. You're good. Okay. Thanks much. Good job. We hit a couple times and then do a draw.
We can try it if you want to.
We don't want to get
He
caught.
chased it for
I
absolute
like
fun.
hitting this, boys.
I just think he can chase this. Okay, I'm
Top
just going
eight.
to go with him.
Let's try
Give
it.
me a number, Con.
15-2, Reed.
15-2?
Yeah.
Just interesting with the guard. It's not like it's a really high guard, but the rock was perfectly buried behind it, and Ben was able to carve it over for fun.
Line's good.
That's the difference now is the carving. The buried rocks aren't as safe as they used to be.
Curl.
Keep going straight.
Curl.
Weight's close.
We're just going top 8.
Curl.
Weight's good.
Nice.
Top
You
8.
almost want to try to overbury this, have it poke out an inch on the other side and make them try to come at it the other way.
More. Hard. Come on. Hard.
Pretty good shot. Great sweep.
It's really good.
Good sweep, Con.
As they get it around their own.
12 and a half.
How much curl did you see here, Brett? It's nice.
Well, you're a little higher, but not as buried.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mark
That's
Kennedy's
close.
outturn too makes it a hair tougher.
Get the weight right here, fellas.
nice speed here, Mark.
Is that a little less than him?
Oh, it's quite a bit less than him.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. Okay, just so I know.
There you go. Different throws, different hacks.
12 and a half.
Weight's
Clean.
good.
So Mr. 95% is just off his game a little.
Clean.
at 91.
Whoa, clean, clean. Whoa, whoa, clean, clean, clean. Whoa.
2-1.
Whoa, whoa.
Yukon leads Northern Ontario. Final stone coming up for the 29-year-old skip Thomas Scoffin from Whitehorse.
And he has the chance for 2. Trevor Bonneau faced 3 on his final stone, made the double, but left 1 stone there. And so 4 foot is what Thomas needs for 2.
Sweep to tee, sweep to tee.
So that blank with the measure
paid off.
Could pay off.
Show him the button. Weight's good.
And there it is to pick up 2 in a must-win for Northern Ontario's Trevor Bonneau. And then hope for a loss
Nice shot.
by Matt Dunstone.
How about Reed?
Yeah, well judged.
That's so loud.
Yeah, right when we're throwing.
Just to the 4 foot line on Brett's side.
You like normal?
Sure. Okay, guys, 9 1/4. Yeah. Let's get a good read here and a good release.
Clean.
A little heavy.
Clean.
Really close.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
A little heavy.
Go close. Clean. Curl. Curl.
Hebert.
Already got to roll with a little.
Okay. Okay. I got 9.
Ideally, you want to roll a little farther away, as you know what Jacobs is up to.
Not real heavy. Okay.
Boy, Mark made a beauty on his first one to go around and chase that, tap it out.
Oh, yeah, made it look easy, too.
What kind of weight now?
We've watched Team Bottcher a few times this week, and that's the shot that they're making like 95% of the time, it seems. The lightweight chase, especially with the finish.
Clean. Little light.
Yep.
Yeah, his draws have let him down 56%. He's the only player on the ice not in the 90s. And he'd make up for it here, get a little bit of a roll, and he'll
Good throw, Reed.
make a motion that way.
Good throw, Ram. Close. That's really close. Good throw, bud.
Hey, it's totally up to you. What do you? Good street. And a bean bump.
Whoa.
It was good.
1, 2, 3, 4 facing Simmons.
Well, Andrew Simmons was trying to play the double on the right-hand side. Actually went through the hole between those 2 yellow stones on his first one, and so Matt drew in again. So this is a draw, looking for the button against those 4.
So Andrew Simmons,
Keep it out there, Colin.
in a second Brier appearance, went winless in Brandon in 19. And of course, it includes his team includes Alex Smith, who makes a return to the Brier 35 years after his first appearance with Lorne Henderson in '89, and that is a steal of 3. Dunstone leads it big, and that is really deflating now for Northern Ontario.
Okay, Joanne, you get one guess at what shot Dunstone's going to try to play here.
Keep going. You're good here. You're good.
Sorry.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Keep going. Keep going. Great sweep, Brett.
Great sweep, Brett.
Good.
Another outturn hit for Brendan.
Ninth outturn in a row.
Oh, he's just.
I was worried it curled a little early. Mark was on the high end, and I thought you were on the low end, like of 9 1/4. Okay. Very
That's
close.
the story of this game. Neither team willing to really junk it up. They each have taken their bail opportunities when they can. And how often do you ever see a skip? All he's thrown is outturn hits all game.
I've never seen. I'm I've never seen 9 in a row.
Brad Jacobs.
Curl.
You know, we saw this team early at the points bet. Remember in Oakville, and they was the other way. Carruthers was in fact throwing skipping the team. They won that, and they all looked very positive. And then they got to probably in October, November, they lost 9 games. I think it was 8 or 9 games in a row, and that forced them to rethink things.
like you said, right?
Ram needs a broom head more, you probably need a broom head less.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
I didn't mind the throw, man. You weren't that far off. I think that's max ice.
In the center line here, or similar?
No, I think we can hold it here for you.
Okay.
I think what Connor said there is huge. I think Reed's outturn
Mark
is a
had
little
9.5
softer
on the
than
last
Brad's
one. It was this
little
vicinity.
pop. He said a really smart thing. Inch more for Reed, inch less for Brad.
Yeah, and I think as this team grows together, they'll look to meet in the middle, just they're not quite there yet.
There we go. This is number 10. 10 outturn hits.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard, Brad.
You gotta hold that line.
Hard. Hard.
Gallant, hold that line.
Okay. Hey, Bottcher, good throw. 9-2.
I saw Brad's numbers. He's only thrown that one draw in the second end against 3. He hit the 4-foot, but neither skip has had to test their draw game yet.
Yes.
There was no holding that one once it started curling.
Oh, good end. Great dig on yours. I know that wrong.
So Carruthers has the brush down as Jacobs gets ready.
Okay, half her off. Okay, bud. Good throw.
Looking for their 12th blank of this year's Brier, which is the most of any team.
Clean.
Clean.
That is me. Yep.
Hard. Clean.
I've done that a couple times. Shot, Brad.
And there it goes.
Job, Brad.
So put a blank on the board. Really, really tight. And why not? First place will go to the winner.
No, never.
The 2024 Montana's Brier is proudly presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. By Home Hardware, here's how. By Scotties Facial Tissue, unleash the Scotties. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Well, they should be feeling pretty good about themselves. Brendan Bottcher, as they huddle with Coach Paul Webster, already know they have a place in the playoffs by virtue of their last rock draws. Question is, will it be first or second as we check the numbers after 5?
Yeah, for Team Carruthers, ended up forcing that second end. Jacobs made a beautiful draw to the 4-foot against 3. And in the 4th, Reed with a couple of misses leading to that deuce, the only 2 of the game. Right now, Mark Kennedy having another strong performance while Reed is still looking to find it.
Numbers after 5, brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. Googly eyes. Yes, he is 68, birthday boy last week.
You like the end?
Yeah.
I love it.
You're perfect.
Line's good.
Good shot.
Good sweep.
But I'm coming back, knocking down the door. I'm coming back. Are you ready? Are you ready for more? Are you ready for more?
So we'll move on now. The top 6 here in Regina. We'll move on to the Page qualifiers. First will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And we know that Team Canada will be one of those. We just don't know who they will be playing. Kathy, bring us up to date on those. The other really important 2 games, please.
Well, Andrew Simmons, of course, has been close, but Matt's ability to manufacture threes has really made a difference in this game. And Thomas Scoffin, we knew, would not just go quietly into the night. He's applying a lot of pressure, and the style of play very aggressive by Trevor Bonneau, and he is chasing at this time. And our feature game, of course, huge numbers in stats for the Bottcher team, and some uncharacteristic misses, as Joe talked about, for the Carruthers. And for James Gratton, it is time for a win. but Howard just playing it wide open.
Yeah, he's winless, so he doesn't want to go or Mukdo and 7.
That may be the worst ever.
Speaking of winless. Good job, Vic.
I'm here all week.
People in Regina are not happy to hear that.
And we welcome you back on this Thursday night. We continue with the Montana's Brier. Kathy will keep her eye on all of those. It has been really close, Joe, and I'm just wondering if it's just the enormity of the game, right? You get that 1 versus 2, you finish first. You get that chance to go right through to the 1-2 page playoff when the others are falling into that, third place game, and you have to
Kind of top
a little more sudden death, right?
Yeah, and I think
Bump to the rock.
first half of the game, I'm not that surprised to see a little bit more cautious play, leaning towards bailing earlier rather than later. But I think second half of the game, I mean, particularly for Team Jacobs and Carruthers, like they need to score some points here. So I expect them to try to put a bit more pressure on. Fifth end break, they have to have said, Brendan hasn't thrown a draw since the pregame practice.
It's true.
Hour and a half ago.
Yep. Hard line.
You got it.
T-line. Hard. You got it. Go. Gotta go.
Keep going. Great sweep. Ah, Roach. Okay.
Good scrub.
Nosing that, or what are you doing?
Do I ever freeze one in there?
I don't really like the double.
Do I ever just loop one
Down
in there?
4-1.
Come to ours. Okay.
And so the final stone coming up here for Northern Ontario, Trevor Bonneau out of the Fort William in Thunder Bay.
And things have really turned around. Thomas Goffin was playing a soft weight on his final. He went right through the hole between the yellows on the center line, leaving the 3 stones there. This is a draw for 4.
Okay, sorry.
Only he can do what is he needs to win and then hope next door somehow Newfoundland and Labrador will come back against Dunstone.
Hard, you gotta go. Oh, yeah.
Jordan Potts, Curtis Bird on the brush. Oh, he's going to crash out in front. So 1, 2, and do you think it's 3?
I do.
Okay, I agree with you.
3.
Thank you.
Curl.
The game last night, as we say, against Dunstone. That's the big one. That's the decider there. And Dunstone beat Bonneau.
It's a good shot. Shot there.
It's not fast enough. Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Really nice bump by Derek. We got 2 rocks in what we like to call the control zone. That biting 4-foot, top 8-foot in front of the tee line.
Yeah, exactly. He forces Gallant to run it back, and he could do the dirty work for Manitoba by leaving one of those control zone rocks, taking out the Bottcher rock.
Yep. Clean. Yep. Hard.
Hard, Benny.
Hard, Ben.
Benny, you're close.
Like that.
And suddenly Manitoba, Carruthers sitting the 2, and they do have the hammer.
Good try, Brad.
Rock positioning is so critical at this level.
Has to be top 12.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Love that.
Yep.
All
day long, eh?
Okay, so
Want to be even with that?
So full bite the 12 con.
Yeah.
What are you thinking for?
So it's like top 8.
Give me a number you want.
15-2 read?
Yeah.
15-2?
Yeah.
15, so similar to that intern I threw.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay.
Speed to the wing, usually faster than the speed to the middle, just a little bit less curl. 6th end, there's the mop at the 5th end break, so this is going to be the fastest spot on the sheet.
Line's good.
Close but light.
Okay,
They want to just be
top 12.
top 12, but obviously light's not the play.
All right, let's drop in on New Brunswick and Ontario, Kathy.
Well, that Yellowstone is James Grattan's last one. Scott looked at the run back. They're now trying to hit the yellows on the outside, right in the crotch, in the middle, spray one yellow one way, one the other, and stick around for 2.
Bratton with a steal of 1 in 5, his first steal of the event. Cam got it by. Now where they're going to go. And one goes there, one goes there, and did he push it far enough?
Good sweep, boys.
And have a look, gentlemen. It's one only.
That's the one.
I just wanted to make sure you guys saw that.
Yeah, 1 red.
1 to tie it.
Oh. I got to roll and stay. Yep. I got to stay even for.
Nose is fine.
Nose is fine, yeah. Okay. Board weight, 11 and a half.
Yep.
I'm going to get a little bit of curl here, I think.
I agree. Have a good release.
Okay.
Bottcher now can sit first and third.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Little heavy.
Clean. Little heavy.
Yep.
Maybe not. Weight's good.
Hard. Well, clean. Clean.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Curl. Curl, 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 curl. Big roll. Good shot.
Good, Mark.
Is that your something got? Nasty slider pick. Yeah, thanks. Good shot. Thanks.
Thanks. That's the call, eh?
Hack.
Just chip it out. Roll.
Really nice roll by Mark.
Is it ever? Because you can set up an error here now.
It's full pop here, bud.
Try to get to like a thick quarter.
It'd be tempting to throw like a back line here, and then you're saving the rock that's thrown. Much more than that, either tick and go right through or flash it.
Yeah, the hard part, if this over curls and wrecks on the one top 12, it's going to roll to the middle and group the yellows.
Yes, yes.
Hack.
Clean.
Hack. Clean. Yep.
Wait.
Whoa.
Wait.
Wait's
Clean.
good. Clean. Hack. Clean.
Whoa.
Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Hard, Derek. Hard.
Samagalski.
Hard. Yellow. Yellow.
Hard.
Boy, did he do well to hold that up for
I
him.
think so.
Okay.
And then roll it to the back and under their own.
Shot.
So sitting
Nice
2,
speed round.
Yeah.
top and back 8 foot.
Judge.
Best you could do. And now, to your point, Joanne, there is a double. It's a straight back double, but you can only hit it on the one side. If you jam this top yellow onto the left side of the one that's spinning, it's going to take out your own red. Got to bring it back to the left here.
Whoa. Clean. Curl. Whoa. Straight. Whoa.
Straight.
Yep.
Straight.
Attaboy.
Oh, goodness.
Great shot.
He's just seeing it. He
That's
just is.
just so deflating.
Good sweep, guys.
Yeah, if you're Carruthers, they really had something going there. He makes the perfect roll.
Yeah.
Long double, avoids the jam.
Thanks, buddy.
The other end going the other way. Remember, he made that perfect hit and roll over, set up a double, made the double.
It would be it.
Well, and I did too, my out turn going
You
away.
did too, so good.
What else do you like? Can we ever hit and roll that way?
What if I just hit and roll, stay in the ring?
You can.
I think that's smart.
Like, he has to hit it.
Yeah,
He's got to hit it, but if he knows that we have to play a slasher.
Well, no, then we hit and roll in front again.
Okay, sure. Yep.
I don't
like
mind
that.
this. This gives a deuce.
You guys
I just
like that
think-
better?
Yep.
I think it's smarter. This rolls
Taking
is
the
so
out.
hard.
Okay.
Yeah,
With
I
bump.
agree. We're just grouping them otherwise.
Yeah. Good toss here, bud. Bump, Con.
A little bit.
The only other thing you could do is throw this really soft and hit and roll underneath that yellow.
I think that's what Brad wanted to do.
Yeah.
They're just worried about grouping the rocks if
Yeah,
they don't make the full roll.
Sure.
There goes the 2.
Clean. Really heavy. Whoa, curl.
Reed Carruthers.
It's like easy.
Samagalski.
Straight. I don't know.
I don't know what to do. It's easy way.
Well, we've heard that before.
A little bit, Derek.
And they'll push it through.
Reed flashed one 2 ends ago in a similar spot, a little wider than that, but that fooled them. You wonder what's going on there. Could it be the stone?
Oh, I think I like the double.
Okay.
Roll over with board.
Okay.
It's too bad. Could have caught that red one on the way by.
There. Is over the top ever a possibility?
But Jacob's saying,
Yeah,
I just don't know what to do with
I'm
it.
feeling it. I like it. He's thinking right around
On
the
a
edge
couple
the
of rocks from
Straight.
Carruthers.
Yeah.
Well, averaging 86, and tonight, look at that, 98. Trying to finish first with a win. And that speaks to the sort of, you know, as I mentioned, an uncomfortable kind of 6-1. Listen, you can't take it away from them. There were just times they were struggling with the ice, and then, as Brett Gallant said, they simplified their game.
Yeah, one shot away from 7-0.
Clean. Curl.
That's close.
Good.
Sit.
Boy. Great shot.
Wow.
Great ball.
There you
Good
go.
call, Matt.
Thanks.
Beauty, Bot.
Just for a change, he threw a no-turn hit. That's crazy.
Wild.
Great. I might throw 10 after hits today.
What?
That'll be close, Reed.
Yeah.
By comparison, averaging 82%. And well, their record is exactly the same, 6-1. But they got through BC, got through New Brunswick. And now throwing a 95 tonight in a very closed game, 2-1. Alberta leading as we play in 6. Winner will finish first in the group.
I think you can make this come around, Russ, and sit shot.
Yes.
Can you be buried?
You'd be awfully close to fully buried. Not a lot of room there, though, is there? Need to kind of be in the tee line to get it buried, and that might be too deep.
Yeah, there's
Back forward. Can wait all day for line. Back forward.
Team Bottcher with that chase shot.
Close. A little heavy.
Line's good.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Room.
Back T-line.
Room.
T-line.
Line's close.
T-line only.
Line's close.
Gotta go. Line's good.
Curl
yes,
distance.
Great.
Now try to carry it.
Curl.
Negevin.
Come on.
Samagalski trying to wrap it around.
Go. Good spot.
Wow, that's lovely.
That is so good, Vic.
Go, Brad. Pretty good.
So nice. You know,
Good job, bud.
and you can, you know, as he said, you can wait on it all day. But of course, the question is, how long do you wait, Joe, to pick it up?
Curl distance.
Yeah, it's just waiting on line as long as possible. I heard Reed say curl distance, so instead of using the knifing technique, which would have killed the weight a little bit because you're not covering the whole running surface, he uses his broom the wide way.
Just playing it dead straight.
That's just knowing really well about exactly where that rock's going.
I want you to hit it right there.
Yeah.
Maybe more importantly, it's an intern.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick it out. Real good throw here.
It's a tough shot.
Straight. Yeah.
Yeah. These peels, some running real straight.
Okay.
I always tried to throw a soft weight at this and use my brushers, and Brendan just loves to throw the bullets. He's so good at it. This is tough.
And yeah, goes the intern, obviously. Final stone. And here we go, Hebert. You got to keep it off that guard. Keep it off of that one. And that one too. Oh, he did. Goodness gracious. And then he gets away with a jam on the side as well.
Special.
Great sweep, Benny.
Great shot, Bot. Thanks.
Good scrub.
You just know that was a really pure throw. You hear the line caller call clean halfway down on a shot where you're trying to hit a half an inch.
But look at Hebert. Look at that hit, which you can see. By one, by two, and bye-bye.
Great shot. Nice watch. Really good.
Mark, believe it or not, was trying to hit that as thin as he could not to disturb that other one.
No, the red in the back of the 8-foot.
Really nice curling. Jacobs, too. Perfect spot for his comer on.
So facing two with his last to tie.
I think it's perfect. A little heavy or no? No, it should be all right. I don't think it needs you right now.
Yeah, slightly heavy, but fine there.
Not bad.
It's fine.
It's good.
Now. Yeah. Go ahead. You're good, Derek. You're good.
Good throw.
Nice shot, Brad. Got a boy, Cup.
Really fine shooting. Draw for a single. The winner finishes first. And they're all even right now.
miss this, you're giving up 2.
Run it back, Wilkes. Can you hold it? Got it. You bet you do. And stuffs it underneath. Holding her last. Going after second shot. Run it back. Bang. Oh, and oh, goodness.
Wow.
Needs it here. As the crowd now starts to applaud. And it'll come to a crescendo now. So much pressure. Has to be the shot stone. Burgess. Let it die. The crowd responding. Have to get it by. Oh, it rubs and rolls. Will it curling enough? No, it will not. Rachel Homan is going to win a 4th Canadian championship. Now where's the Maple Leaf when we join you for the World Women's Championship starting a week Saturday, the 16th. And some familiar names. Tiranzoni, 4 times champion. Peterson. Constantini from Italy, an Estonian team this year. And they'll open up against Anna Hasselborg on that Saturday. As our season of champions will move on from here in Regina to Sydney, Nova Scotia. So we're tied at 2. We go to the 7th in Alberta. And Brendan Bottcher out of the Glencoe in Calgary with Last Rock playing the Redstones.
Keep going. Curl it a bit. Good sweep. Good sweep. Good sweep. Pretty good spot. Not a bad spot. Good sweep, boy. Roll for a corner. It's a bonanza. Yeah. Yeah.
Got that out turn again.
Now turn a little low.
Hey, bud, get it on the line here.
Benny Hubert's liking this. If Glenn can connect on the
Close,
short double roll for a corner.
Clean. Clean.
Girl.
Clean.
Clean. Shooter.
Okay, good shot.
The good teams aren't just trying to make that defensive play. They're trying to make that play and stay, try to get that 2 on the board.
Yeah, turn it from straight defense to defense with a bit of offense and having that roll.
That red rock can help them now.
Same a little more? Same?
Yeah, same's fine.
Okay.
Not enough anymore just to say, oh, try to connect on something in the house. It's connect here, roll to here for the corner.
Yes.
We got good.
Rub.
A little lighter again.
I got
Rub.
real close. Clean.
Rub.
Yep.
Rub, boys. Can't bounce. Clean.
Yep.
Wait, sir.
Clean. Yep. Straight.
Wait's perfect.
Whoa.
Wait's
Negative
good.
with a little dust.
Whoa, if we can.
Whoa.
Samagalski there
Straight.
too.
Fine.
Whoa. Straight.
Trying to
Straight.
hold it up, just trying to bang it right on the nose. Like
Very
that.
Nice.
And unlocks it.
Really good
Fantastic line.
Just a little on my first was like so close.
I
Yeah,
like
any
that you're getting
stagger
lots of
there,
draws in
you
now.
could throw a bomb and
Yeah, they're all-
spill them. They're all going, but perfectly lined up.
Do you want to plant this one?
I don't like that. I don't like that. I mean, guys, I'd like to, but that's not my.
Well, we don't need to do that either.
To be honest, we could just straight peel.
You could straight peel. Benny's only other thought was, can you unlock?
Well, if we leave those
You don't love leaving them lined up. It's trouble if we leave them
As long
lined
as
up.
you leave the 2 yellow open, I almost like going either way with the roll. As long
Is
as
it
the 2
early
yellow-
enough and this tight enough that if I just hammer this and get it moving?
You get the top one for sure, and I think this back one's still plugging for shot. So I don't mind that.
It's not a bad shot. This lined up yellows is going to hurt us, guys. So
I'm good with this.
Okay.
I just wasn't sure if this was the easiest way to get the top yellow.
Maybe
No.
for Mark.
Okay. Nice and thin, Brett.
this is still thin, eh?
Oh yeah.
We're one rock deeper. We play the run back.
Gretzky, you're still looking at pretty thin here.
Yep.
So top one really thin. If you can throw it as hard as Gallant can, there's a chance they can pick that out of there. The yellow-red automatically goes back and it'll drag to our left a little. I think the red is going to stay, certainly in the rings. We'll drag a bit.
So he's got the nickname Bretsky.
Yeah.
Clean.
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 Clean it.
Clean.
Good shot.
Look at that.
Sit.
Goodness
Go.
gracious.
Spin it. I got it. Spin it.
Great shot.
Go, go, go.
And we'll
Great shot.
spill it far enough.
Very
Wow.
nice. Holy, that was bullet.
Yeah.
No,
That went
Hey.
a little bit further than I flew.
They must have been glued together to get that middle one to go that far.
That went easy.
Unbelievable.
Threw that really hard.
Okay, top 4.
That was unassisted too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just clean out of the hand.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah.
Tilbertus shot back 12 there.
Reed Carruthers.
How's the weight? Weight's okay.
Hot road.
Weight's good. Easy con. Yeah.
Line's good.
Solid there. Top 4.
Line's good.
Max. Little heavy.
This is heavy. Weight's
Line's
good.
good. Curl.
Line's good.
Curl.
Back of the T line.
Curl.
Curl. T line.
Curl.
Top 4.
Curl.
Get it in there, Derek.
Curl.
Deep as
Whoa. Whoa.
Great shot, Reed. Perfect.
Nice.
Shot ram. Perfect.
Nice shot,
Run
Brett.
back the longest, right?
Turn chase,
What's
guys.
up?
We'll hack later?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, it's a game that Northern Ontario must have, and they are facing again a couple here as Thomas Scoffin with last rock.
Well, Thomas made a double on his first, and that changed the complexion. Trevor Bonneau hit the open stone, but it is also open for Thomas. Chance for 2.
Girl. Hard. 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 You got it. Hard, 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 hard.
And sit down.
Shot.
And that will be good for a couple more. We talk about Thomas and that
Weight's good.
he won a university gold medal out of when he lived in Edmonton, out of University of Alberta. Great program there.
Weight's good. Curl. Curl big. Curl big. Yellow.
And
Sorry, Mark.
It's okay.
That's on me. Sorry.
so on you being
Okay, sorry, guys.
on me being Brendan Bottcher. What happened there, Russ?
Yeah, I did just. Brendan just anticipated that one the wrong way, and it really is what it is. It's you have to guess the speed, the rotation, the inward outward motion, the spot in the ice.
It's a really hard shot. He
Yeah.
had maybe half an inch on that side.
Yeah.
I got a little
Line.
Hard if you can.
A little more.
For line.
Just caught.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
A lot of
Go
curlers
to the
would
back one.
sit 3
Go to the
here,
back
but
one.
you just know then Alberta can't blank. They're going to have to generate a 2, and they'd go right around here. So why not do it first?
Off. Sit.
Let it stop. Nice shot, Reed. Good
And
shot.
around they go. So
Very nice.
there's Reed Carruthers, maybe finally finding his draw weight.
Good throw.
Yeah, 2 really nicely placed stones by Reed. This one's a little higher up. They might try the run back.
I think that's probably the shot.
Okay.
Great throws, Reed. Very
If
nice.
we plant it, guys, we're buried. It's good too.
Yeah.
So
Right on the nose.
I can't get cute about where the guard's going to roll.
No, where are we going with what kind of weight are you throwing?
Peel.
Okay, peel. Okay.
Peel straight. I threw one here in the third end that ran straight, curled the hair, which is exactly what I need here. So
Hebert wants to know so he can get the track shoes on.
Yeah, Ben starts from behind the hack.
Yeah, he gets a couple of steps going. Here he goes. Motor's running now.
Whoa. No. Curl. Curl.
And it'll be Gallant that picks him up.
Hard.
Going to catch it? No, drives it by. Wow.
Okay. That's fine.
Hey, Mark.
sorry, Benny.
Doesn't miss many.
No.
Because he can't roll anywhere.
We're throwing a
Not
guard.
leave us.
Could just freeze it. I kind of like just freezing it.
Yeah.
It's your easiest shot.
What's
bro.
he play? Like, if we freeze here, what's he doing?
He's hitting and rolling, probably.
Maybe not.
He's
He might
trying
be
to get second.
He might be trying to freeze
We're
back.
happy with that.
What do you like?
Yeah.
That shot. Do you like this shot?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure everyone's good with it. You like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So Reed,
I wasn't hyper stabby, but I went forward with it.
Yeah, like what do you think of this ice?
That's good.
That's what you
Yeah,
had.
that's good.
Okay.
Hyper stabby. That's a new one.
Which means what, Joe?
just how aggressive his release was. This spot,
Yeah, I love this.
it's curling nicely. So he's just saying he was a little bit soft with a few earlier in the game, and they were really going.
So stabbing it, maybe just giving it a little bit more.
Yeah,
on
a
the
little
release.
bit, maybe a little outward motion.
Okay, so speed is good down here still?
Yeah, you bet.
Same as I've been throwing?
Same as you've been throwing.
Okay, back 8.
Nice thing for Brad is he threw 2 draws last end. And made them both. Meanwhile, Brendan hasn't thrown a draw all game.
Yeah, how true.
Clean! Back line!
Yeah.
Clean! I don't think it is.
Weight's good.
Yep. It's tighter path.
Line!
So maybe a little lighter out of his hand. Thinks
Line!
Gotta get it by.
Jacobs, and it's a big scrub as his stone top 8 is coming up in a hurry. Boy, this would be something if you could sneak this, fellas. And they can't, and they'll spill it into the just catch the top of the button.
Pretty good, bud, actually.
It was never back line. No. It was a little tighter than Reed. Well, sorry, it was a, yeah.
Just make the tick double. Make the tick double and spin to the 8 foot.
Yeah.
Nice hard out turn.
Just
is that what you're seeing?
thin, but yeah.
It is, but if you kill them all, it's a score.
Sure.
If we just make a double.
Fair. Yeah.
But I think
You
you
ever
can
play
make
it
this.
with like normal? Hit it thin and we just roll to a real tough double for him.
Okay. Whatever you're feeling.
What are you seeing, Botch?
I'm good with normal. I just see a hard. I don't see us sticking our shooter with peel.
No, that's fine.
Like even if we did normal and kind of chunked it a little bit, like all those are going to play.
The peel probably is close to jamming anyway, and it's not great. So
Okay.
Good. Or Botch?
Turn. Haven't seen a lot, but.
Well, do we know what this intern's
Guys,
going to do?
That's a real tough shot.
Tough line call. Okay.
I like the out here.
Okay. Let's play normal right there.
Well, look, like peel would be here. So.
Probably an auto score. We might have a double for 2. This is real tough. Like anywhere on a half, nose, or way over here, he's got to be careful. The only play, I guess, if you're right here and he's got a nose and it plants, but then we got a nose hit for 1.
That's not a bad call.
Okay. Or unless you like the shave. If you like it, go ahead.
What do you like? Get a little cute. It probably boards the weight. Huh?
I just didn't want to play with peel.
Ben's right. Like if we roll to right here is perfect.
Okay.
I don't really know what's he doing.
You heard Ben say the shave, and that's about what it would be, and chances are you're rolling out, which would probably give them a pretty easy shot to score.
Well, out turns, in turns really doesn't matter. This was a wonderful shot here as he played his first in turn.
Yeah, that's what worried me. Bullet weight. Ben's trying to help it here, but that was made right out of his hand.
Nice.
Great shot.
Nice watch.
Hard, ready, clean, clean, clean.
Get under. Nice.
Great shot.
Nice watch. Good help.
Tee shot brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together. Up until that point, he'd play all out turns.
So change the call here. They talked about the thin double, which was going to be extremely tough to A, make it, B, stay. Now they're going to hit, roll over a little bit with soft weight. Might set up a double for his last shot for 2.
Hard! 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 No roll! No roll! No roll!
And
you.
it comes right down and nearly sits right on the face.
Good job, Botch.
But
Good try, Botch.
queued it up, red, yellow onto the back one all day. Maybe should have got off that, Joanne. And
Yeah, he just got caught in the middle there.
No roll! No roll! No roll!
You.
I liked the thought process on that though, Russ. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't end up where they wanted to, but ended up playing the easier shot.
yeah. And as you could play it out, if
Third
that rolled a
round
little
button.
farther,
I threw this out
Jacobs
for
has to
this,
hit it. There's probably a double for 2.
Oh. Half a rock less and can't get rid of it.
Toss, bud.
Harrimore curling that intern, isn't there? And they just didn't quite catch it. Nose hit, probably sit 4.
Final stone for Jacobs.
Whoa, curl.
Fall through on this red.
Samagalski.
Fall through on this red.
Bang. Caught it.
Hard,
And will it go? Yeah, they can jump it now.
I thought you were sweeping it.
Nice shot.
And nearly get confused in the brush, but they are sitting 3.
Good. Yeah, good throw, man.
Had to make sure we were on that side, otherwise that might stick.
Yeah, great throw. Good job, bud.
Yeah.
Ben's broom.
I'm getting 15s on yours, Ben.
Yeah, that's. I'm thinking it's like I was gonna say 1475. So
If they tell him that it's slower, this spot will be good.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, yeah.
So first draw for him since the draw to the button. So we're talking, what, a couple of hours almost?
Over 2 hours ago, yeah. They were first practice, so.
Just past 9 local time.
Bright side is he just needs not even to nibble the 4-foot, and he's caught 2 of the best sweepers out there to drag it for him.
Needs a full 8, little bit bite of the red.
I liked it, guys.
He likes it out of his hand.
You gotta go.
Facing 3 and gotta go.
Good. Really gotta go.
Oh, they think they gotta go, so here we go. Gallant closes
Really
the
go,
stone.
guys.
Hebert out in front. Needs a
Hard,
little bite
guys.
of the red.
15.
Come on,
boys.
And Carey, here comes Kennedy as
Come on.
well.
Come on, keep
Everybody
going,
now
come on.
trying to grab it, trying
Good
to drag
sweep.
it.
There you
Oh
go.
dear.
Good
And they're
job.
going to
One time.
come up light. That one there. Manitoba steals 1 to take the lead. Final evening of round robin play at this year's Montana's Brier here in Regina. As we welcome you back. The winner of this one will finish first in the pool. It's Pool A we're talking about. And Alberta has just given up the steal of 1 to Manitoba. So 3-2, Reed Carruthers out of the Granite and Winnipeg leading. And once again here in 8, it is Alberta's Bottcher, the Glencoe in Calgary. With Lasrock, they have the hammer playing the Redstones. Ben Hebert.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be varied. Go, 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 go.
Curl. That'll
Good
play.
sweep.
That'll play.
Botcher's first one, the hit and roll, which we all thought was a wonderful call, rolled it and just queued up that angle, that admissible angle, forcing Bottcher to make his first draw in 2 hours, and it cost him.
Great numbers for both Negevin and Hebert. Derek Samagalski.
Good.
3.
I got 4.
Clean it.
4.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Clean.
4. Whoa, guys.
Clean. Always read.
Max speed.
Read. Hit it a bit.
Max.
Max speed.
No.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
4.
Whoa. Off. Curl. Whoa.
Nice. Shot.
It's back to the standard play, Joanne. 2 lined up, perfect spot, and then a center guard, maybe a hair tighter than they wanted it.
Yeah, we've seen just a few different variations.
Yeah.
And I love seeing people try new things.
Exactly.
Some people will just try to choke off the come around the corners.
Yep. Hard.
Cracker line. Hebert's got him.
Watch the shooter. Get it.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Well played.
That's the triple.
And rolls for a corner. My goodness.
I was just about to say, I bet Brett's going to make
Very nice.
one of these
Oh, we gotta
doubles,
pick one
but
now.
he made the triple and rolled for the corner.
Very good. Great shot.
Game on.
Intern blocker. Well, I just don't like that.
Or is it too late?
What about right there? And then if he goes around that corner, we could run it. I think so, boys. Okay, give me a time here, Con.
15's good for this. Top
Still
8.
15?
Yeah, you bet. Good release.
As you mentioned, Russ, the team without Hammer never likes to be going around corner guards, but I don't know that there's another option here. Brad mentioned trying the double peel on the corners, but then there's still another corner to work with.
Yep.
Back 8. You can wait.
They're only up 1.
You can throw a tight center guard, but you know they're going to ignore it.
Or they'll hit and roll and have 4 corners to work with.
Just let it work.
Coming down.
This can cost you a couple points, though.
Okay, well, get there.
And going deep with it. Back edge of the 8.
Sorry, just a little quicker there. Sorry, boys. Top 8, guys.
Back 4, depth.
6-4. Northern Ontario must win and then hope for a Dunstone loss. And the final stone coming up for the skip from the Fort William Thunder Bay, Trevor Bonneau.
Well, an opportunity for Trevor for 2. He had the same shot on his first, went deep, but Thomas Goffin was not able to make his. So already line 1, looking for the 4-foot for 2.
Have a look. Line's good.
T-line? Line's good.
Go, guys. Push.
Back 4, guys. I think you're there.
All right, boys.
Line's good.
We're a little tight.
A little tight.
Right there.
Hard, George.
Good.
You're good. You're good.
Yep.
And good they are. That's for 2 to tie.
Hard. Small balls. Hard. Right to it, Mark. We gotta go hard.
5, maybe a little bit of a pick.
Good shot.
Very nice. They had to stay on it, losing line there. They had to be shot.
Great sweep.
Those are wonderful numbers because those 2 seconds are playing some difficult shots. It's not wide open hits.
Great again. Gallant, Samogalski, both in the 90s.
Back 8.
Are you a little surprised that Brendan called a freeze behind the tee line? I thought maybe he'd try to stay above the tee and just play the come around.
Yes, because Ben actually whispered that to Gallant. I guess we're going top 8.
12. No, that's too much. All the way, Connor. Dig. You're doing it. Dig more. Dig. Yeah. Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, very nice to get it down. Sitting almost on the corner.
14-6, guys, and that was all the way there.
Me too.
Carving the whole way.
T-line.
15.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Joanne. A top 8 would have been tougher to get at.
If you're above the tee line, the freeze has to be absolutely perfect on the side of it. It's really hard to get shot and not bounce off or over curl.
Real close. Top
Line's a little tight.
What's he saying?
Line's tight. Line's good.
We're a little late. Weight's pretty good, actually.
We're a little close.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Back button.
Right on it.
Whoa. Little bump.
Whoa. Close. Yep.
Back button.
Yep.
Ebert on the carry.
Hard.
And trying to prevent the over curl. Very nice.
There you go. Nicely swept, guys. Got a little straighter.
And now we know the 3rd place team, and it will be Manitoba's Matt Dunstone out of the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg as he wins it 12-4 over Newfoundland and Labrador's Andrew Simmons. And so that ends the chances of Northern Ontario and the team from Thunder Bay, Trevor Bonneau. So yeah.
Off come the garbage bag.
Well, ponchos for their tears.
Matt Dunstone played so well, and by Matt I mean his entire team, and so for Trevor, yes, he knows.
And it was the game this morning. That was the one that was the real decider, and it was a win
Good shot, Ram. Thanks.
by Dunstone.
Shot, Reed. Thanks.
And they won it 8-3. And Dunstone seals the deal tonight.
And then we come around.
Okay.
I'm okay with this, Benny.
Okay, sure.
We got to get the right line here, though. And we're going a little wider. Speed can be similar.
I was never going to jump it the way it
Carruthers has really brought his numbers up. By Kennedy's also fallen off from his 90s. He's down to 84.
Reed just made an outstanding blast there. Spilled all the Alberta rocks.
Weight's good. A
little more, guys.
We got a good weight.
Back 4 tight.
What's he saying?
It's been dominant the entire week. Everybody gets a plus, of course, if you out-curl your opposite number by 5 percentage points or more. So 6 pluses.
Whoa. What? Curl.
Bury it.
Whoa.
Bury it all the way buried.
You are buried. Good. You're good.
Boy, some nice curling here.
Got that fresh early curl. That was totally crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they were looking to get to the back of the rings there, but still a good result.
Yeah. So 2 Manitoba teams advance in the Pool A standings. Carruthers, Bottcher right now playing for first place. They'll flip whoever wins, and then Dunstone grabs the 3rd spot, regardless now of what Bonneau does. This all comes, of course, after very successful Scotties when Manitoba teams, 4 of them advanced.
I got heavy too.
Clean.
Top 4. Weight's
Clean.
good. Close. Weight's good.
Line's good.
Let me know. Small bounce.
Line's good.
Brothers,
Clean.
Samogolski.
Bouncing a little.
Rub. Yep.
Hard. Weight's good.
Yep. Clean.
Small bounce.
Yep. Clean.
Bouncing a little.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hold
Yes.
the angle. Hold the angle.
Hard.
Nice shot.
Great shot, Brad.
Oh, lovely.
Good call,
As
Ram.
we've seen some fine curling.
It's crazy good curling. Those ones to the corner when you're trying to freeze the rock that's in front of the tee line. You have to be high side. You can't be an inch heavy. You over curl it, you might as well have hogged it.
Yeah, the weight has to be so close out of the hand because if they have to sweep for weight, they just absolutely kill the line. Brad has been dialed in on his draw weight this game.
Going around the corner without, hasn't hurt him.
That was 15-1, swept half the
Some
way.
brilliant shots to
14-5
do that,
for the
though.
back 8. Yeah, yeah.
Are you drawing to the deeper stone?
Yes.
Okay. Suddenly forced into the draw game.
Back button.
Line's
Second
good.
straight draw.
Line's good.
Go ahead. Line's good.
Line's good.
T-line maybe.
Top 8. Go, go, go then.
Evert.
We're light.
Way
light.
Boy,
Keep going.
look at that.
Keep going, guys. Keep
That's
going.
funny. He was late on his first draw. Remember, he gave up the steal of 1.
Yeah. It's very predictable when you don't throw a draw for 2 hours.
Like top 12 line's a pretty hard shot for him. Can we block him?
It's just interesting they weren't yelling halfway guard out of his hand.
This is the rock, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you. It said back button out of my hand.
It just got
Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. Great numbers for
Just like
both skips.
or slightly short of that.
For me, I can get it going, running pretty good.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Like it's coming on that line. You're just like here, so
yeah,
it's not much different than your
try
draw
to lay
button.
3, eh?
They're talking a little deeper. Either way, if you can get it where there's a port that Bottcher can't just focus on speed, he's got to get the accuracy out of his hand at the same time.
Yeah, you don't want to just give him the free draw to the button. If you just bite the center line, top 8 foot, sit 3, then he either has to go wide around it or through that port again.
Pro side is probably short here. Don't let him hit for one. Throw the same, bud.
So where is he trying to go, Russ?
I think top 8, top 12, somewhere on the, as Joe says, the line's probably more important. A foot higher or lower doesn't make too big a difference. Just try to cut that large port in half.
Don't want to be heavy and give a hit for Brendan.
Okay, weight's close.
Just full length.
Little big.
Little
hot.
hot.
Heavy, guys.
It's got to slow down.
Gotta stop.
Can't.
No.
It's in there.
No. Sit.
Whoa.
Trying.
Whoa.
Sit three.
Sit.
Okay, Cubs. Good try, bud.
Okay.
Looks like it will be hit.
That's an unforced error.
Will be enough. And as he
kind of weighty thinking.
jumps his brush a couple of times on the ice.
Nose hit.
Nose hit will do it.
Okay,
What's the weight?
let's aim 9-7. Like,
Normal?
yeah, I've thrown down this spot a few times.
Okay.
The only relief for Jacobs is It's a good force, assuming this is made, and Bottcher still has not made a draw.
It's against 3.
Close to normal.
Oh, wait, clean. 9-7.
Clean.
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 Clean. Clean.
Out-turn
Clean.
hit.
Here you go.
Very nice, Botch. Very nice. 9-7.
And to the nose.
Good pal.
Yep. That'll be for the single.
1 red.
1 red in 8. Playing for first place in the pool.
Hey.
Ben Hebert throwing the lead stones for Alberta's #1 ranked team in our country, skipped by Brendan Bottcher out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary. In a 3-3 tie as we go to the 9th, and now it's the team from the Granite in Winnipeg, skipped by Brad Jacobs, that does have the hammer playing the Yellowstones. Winner wins, winner gets first place. You already know and saw that Matt Dunstone has earned 3rd place in the pool.
Let me know when
Clean it. Line's close. Rub. Little bit of rub.
Clean.
Line's good.
Clean.
Always Derek straight.
Sure.
Always Derek.
Yep. Yep.
Weight's good.
It's real good.
15-2.
See with it. Just light clean. Clean. Oh. Oh.
Nice shot, Con.
Very nice. Good job, Rob.
I hear 15-2 there.
Yeah.
Well, so it's still sliding exceptionally well.
Kind of back 8.
Yep.
It's not going to be any quicker in here, but
Nope,
I think
you're
it'll
right.
be okay for me.
Just a phenomenal spot for those 2 yellows. 2 reds by Ben also, but it's so difficult for Gallant to throw some weight at this, knowing he cannot wreck and he cannot breeze by.
Little light, maybe, Mark. Clean.
Mark. Clean.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Spot
Whoa, back
will
12.
move.
Whoa,
In
back
a
12.
12th Brier
Whoa,
appearance, the 4-time champion.
Curl, Ben.
Easy.
Curl.
All of them
Clean.
with Brad
Clean.
Guzhu before moving to
Clean,
the west.
clean, yep. Hard. Whoa. This thing.
And pokes it out a little bit now on that out-turn side.
I like your out turn.
Okay.
Feel free to throw smoke.
What do you think?
Feel free to throw smooth.
Throw smoke. He said,
Okay.
feel free to.
I know.
Not much here, right?
Take your time.
You got this, bro.
Not much here.
Just taking a look.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
No.
Nice.
Nice shot.
Wow, smoke.
Shot there.
It's 5.6 seconds from hog to hog.
That's a great shot. Nice
The
shot.
steel slider. So smooth.
Up in his toe, yeah.
Incredible.
I was like, nice shot, pal. Great shot.
Fantastic.
Tony Stewart is the racing version. They call him Smoke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was flying, though.
Let's lock it on, boys. Right in the nose.
A couple feet less.
Yep.
Didn't really disperse the guards, though. Did connect.
That center, though,
Very
is so
similar.
long, though.
Line's
Little
good.
more.
Back
Yep.
12.
Whoa, then. Back 8. Lead.
Clean.
Little
Whoa.
heavy.
Curl.
Still has a guard covering the edge of the 4 on that out-turn side.
Curl, you got some action here.
Keep going.
Straight.
Back one.
Straight.
Hard.
Whoa.
Oh, right in between. They had to get up
Okay, not
by.
bad.
You could just peel it too. You could just peel that red once he played. Like he's in big trouble.
What?
You could just hit and roll away.
I want to take our time here.
Triple if you roll.
No, I don't like that.
What do you like, boys?
Hit and roll away.
Well, he could go through the hole.
It's a good
You
shot.
can go through the hole and make all 3, I think, Brown.
Want to come down here?
This could be a,
All of you.
You want to call
yeah,
time?
this could be
Go
a,
ahead.
Everyone, come here, fast.
this could be a shot, I think, yeah.
Checking the time. Again, this
I'm
is the
just
point.
wondering if you can make something where it
With only one
jumps up a
timeout.
bit. Because you do that and they go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So-
also got all 3 of them. Like,
Yeah, you could just make a big wall.
Pardon?
You might just make a big wall.
Well, it might, but it might also like.
What if I roll here, boys? Just hit and roll here. Isn't that
can you
pretty
make
darn
that
good?
there? Like how much weight can you throw to get in there?
Just hack?
Yeah.
No. You got to throw more than
You got to throw it. Like if you only throw hack and roll 3
roll
inches.
here is disaster. You got to move this.
I'm just wondering if we stay offensive right now.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Do we stay offensive right now?
What's he play if we rip that red?
You peel the guard, what does he do?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
If you peel the center line guard, what does he do, Brock?
What's that?
If you peel the center line guard, what does he do?
It's a good shot.
That's the call.
You like
That's a good shot. It's either that or
smart?
rip that.
That's the call. I just like being aggressive.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't disagree.
But isn't that curious? The most obvious one.
Shot,
They don't think until they talk it through.
Well, I think it was predicated by Brad himself. He wanted to be aggressive. He wanted. I love going for it in 9 because Bottcher's trying so hard to force you. He could force you to scoring 3. So so that's why they didn't talk about that for a while. And once everybody came down, they went, "Wait a minute, we peel this. We're still sitting 2 in the rings with hammer."
Shot.
And away it goes.
I think the right call.
Okay.
If Derek tried that soft weight hit and roll, he doesn't roll.
Bite the center line and move.
Yeah, that's why they wanted to have the conference.
Right there. You got.
Back 4, buddy.
Okay.
T-line back 4.
Yeah. Now, are you finding it a little slower in this path, Brett? Like
just a touch.
Just a touch. Okay.
A bit tighter again than me, so.
Yeah.
Heavy draw, boys.
Good release here.
Yeah.
Back 4 weight.
Just a heavy draw. Mark Kennedy.
Okay, we're
Weight's
just
good.
T-line,
Line's
just
good.
T-line.
Get back 4.
Clean.
We're not.
Back
Clean. Clean.
Back 4.
Clean.
Back
Clean. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Away.
Clean.
Get ready for straight.
Yep.
Trying to help it over now.
Yep.
Hard.
Carrying
Yep,
it.
bud.
Hard.
Hard.
And they've lost it.
No weight.
Yeah, you're right, Vic. Lost the line. That's going right through the slide
We were
path.
trying to bump it at least to that rock,
What
beside it.
are we saying?
Light.
Oh, no, good.
It's very thin.
Yeah. If you make it, it's.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of a shave. Like an 8.
I think Brad, reading his mannerisms, body language, he's trying to generate a score here.
What was your first thought?
You can also hit and roll.
He's nosing. He's nosing like with back line, right?
You can also hit and roll.
And then what's their play after
So then I gotta play peel and make this double, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Like the double.
Yeah.
Okay. So do I. That's fine.
Little.
Sliver double here. You have to hit about half an inch of this thing.
Reed Carruthers.
Yep. Whoa.
They have to be better than that. 2 or more when you have the last rock. It's going to be a shave double. Oh no, he'll go across the top.
Good throw, bud.
Might be getting a little bit soft in the center.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that kind of weight to come up.
Good throw, Ram. It's close, bud. Try, Reed. Good throw. Just a smidgen thing thinner.
Guys, be patient here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nose, Marcus.
Okay, give you a good weight here and a good throw. Give you 12 and a half.
Try to get right to the nose.
Yes. Yeah, just get rid of the one, stay on top, and they've got a really nice force situation all of a sudden.
Clean.
Reach
Clean.
it.
Yep. Hard.
Maybe a 12.
Hard.
Hard man.
Hard.
Ebert.
Hard man.
The land now trying to back it in.
Clean.
Ebert staying with it.
Clean.
And release it. And they'll push one right through the back.
Thank you.
Again, it's getting a little bit soft in the center. They judged that beautifully.
Oh, good. It's getting sludgy in the middle, like even that one
There
was
you go,
well.
sludgy in the middle.
Like locked.
That's the awareness, right? That's what makes the great teams even better.
I don't know.
Time.
Be you.
You want it, Brad?
You could do that. You could do that.
I don't know if I love that unlock, guys.
We'll call timeout. This is a big shot.
Yeah. Timeout.
Brad. Just call. You want it?
Timeout.
Freeze, which one? Yeah.
No, or yeah, or.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of put ourselves right in this situation. So how are we going to get out?
What if we freeze that red one?
Freeze this.
That's not bad.
What about that right there?
Not bad.
Even if you move it a little bit.
That freeze? Yeah, freeze.
Yeah.
You like that?
I think that's the
what I
call.
thought right away.
Yeah, okay.
That's the call, I think, boys.
So if I play the in, the speed will be good.
You like this, right, Con?
I love this.
Okay.
Play the in turn. I threw it twice.
Yeah, I like that.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We bounce it 1 millimeter low. It's pretty good. Like.
Yeah.
There'd be a double if they freeze. We can get at that Carruthers yellow, can you not?
Okay, so I'm going to get this running. I think speed will be good.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Like 14.8?
Yeah.
Ish?
Yeah, 14.6. I think 14.8.
Okay, I don't know if it's that slow in this.
Because 14.8 is fine, Reed.
Okay.
This is where we talk about it slowing down. I think we make the ice makers look like they're horrible, but if it's 3 feet, 2 feet slower in the middle, Reed thinks it's slower. He's out wider. He can be heavy in a heartbeat here. Because it should be good out here, I would guess.
Oh yeah, I would assume so.
I
Really good.
I got light.
D-line!
I like
Little
it.
light, yeah.
Little light.
Yeah.
Clean it.
Weight's close. Weight's good.
He's thrown 4 freezes in the event.
Small bounce.
Clean, yep.
Don't want to. We're bouncing. Close there. Bouncing, guys.
No.
Bouncing.
Clean.
Close for line.
Curl the hair.
Line.
Curl.
And down to it.
Shot, Ram.
Shot, Reed.
Beautiful shot.
Really good.
Nice shot.
Shot, Reed.
Can you make the double if we do that? I think you can. It's a little worrisome.
Well, we could do this.
Hey guys, what if you just blast these two?
Good shot.
I know it's not ideal,
No,
but
that's a good call. Sure.
this doesn't look great for us.
No, that's a good call.
It's a very good call because you're right on top.
The other
There's no
shot is you
blank.
get this right on the nose.
We have lots of options. We should be efficient
I like that.
here.
I don't mind the blast.
Yeah, I think you blasted back. Who's pretty good, Mark.
I'm
think
good with
Bottcher
that
okay
shot.
with
It kind
that?
of makes him put it on a dime at the end, right?
Not the easiest draw ice right now. We're
No.
trying to lose ours, I guess, probably.
Yeah.
There's the comment again, not the easiest draw ice.
Reed just walked his down though.
Yeah.
It's funny how
I like
it's,
this, Botch.
I think we're trying to lose our back
He was at a
one,
little
too.
wider, better
Yeah.
path. Yeah.
Make his next shot
but you get surprised by
No, I
one or
don't
two on your
think
team, and all of a sudden it can
just,
spook
like,
you.
Enough to so that everything can go.
The only other play is drawing in the forefoot.
Yeah, it's just how do you not leave some sort of.
We got to be back button.
Yeah.
Then he freezes.
Yeah.
Clean.
Clean.
Skip Stones here in 9.
Yep. Hard, man. Hard. Shooter, watch it. Watch it. Watch it.
And trying to spill it.
Right out.
And will they push it? Yeah, there it goes.
Real good.
They'll hang theirs.
nice.
Bottcher on the edge of the 8. Shot rock still belongs to
Jeez, got a little curl there.
Manitoba.
Is that good?
There's a comment again. Did a curl.
Out here.
Sorry, Vic.
You guys like this shot?
I like that last call.
Yeah.
On a dime, so.
I curled half a rock.
Oh my God, I know. I
I actually can't believe we stuck the shooter and got that one out of the house.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Looking to sit second shot back 4. Have to get past the tee line here. Don't want to leave a double.
Brad Jacobs and his first. As we play for first place in this group.
Derek's rock.
And the first place team will cross over and play Team
Line's
Canada.
good.
That's what's ahead.
Line's good.
Canada finishing second.
You can wait then.
Brad Guju in the other pool.
Okay, right here. Eyes up.
Always Derek.
Okay,
I feel like you gotta go.
Yep, gotta go, guys. Gotta go, guys. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Nice shot.
Just perfect.
Okay, Kathy, James Grattan trying to win one. New Brunswick has never gone to a Brier, not won a game. But he's got lots of pressure here on Scott Howard.
Well, he does. Scott looks like he's coming back down. They had a timeout. Scott tried to play a hit on his first. He just tipped one of the stones over and rolled out.
Still not sure. Grattan throwing a 91% game.
Yeah.
Looking at the in-off, is he?
Right there.
I think he's probably looking at the draw.
Okay.
Out-turn draw.
Wow.
Just feels it might be easier to get there.
Yeah.
Right now they're sitting 3. Yeah, New Brunswick.
Could play the top double. Give up a steal and go to the extra end with hammer.
And they did look at that, Russ. I think they just don't want to go to the extra end. They would like to win it.
When it gets wide, just go.
Well, James has done everything that he can tonight.
Just the 5th draw of the game for Scott Howard. Got to get to the button. Right now, that's your tie point. Getting it out.
Line's good.
Matt Cam, as we watch Brendan Bottcher.
It's always Tim. Hold on, room. Oh, it's really heavy.
Well, you got to go. Brendan Bottcher. Here we go. How far will it go? It's going to slide. And how far is it going to go? Oh, it looks like it may have gone that little bit too far.
I think it's 2.
That slid well in the house.
Oh, it is for 2. And Grattan.
Throwing their hands in the air, Joel Kratz, like he is in a victory march.
And dare I say, Oramakto no more. As they pick up their first win, and it comes on the last night. And a big hug for his son, Drew. The 17-year-old actually got into the game. So winning on this last night. Grattan's your winner. 1-7. And Howard will finish 3-5.
I think you're there.
Not bad.
You're
Same
wider.
line.
Little wider. Lots of rotation. Got to be careful here.
Weight's good. Con's rock. Go ahead, Con. To our yellow. To our
Right
yellow.
to the yellow. There it will be. And that will be for 2. To take the lead, Alberta will have the hammer coming home. So it's all on the line now as we welcome you back. First place, the winner of this one, and it's advantage Manitoba. Team Carruthers, they score 2 in 9 to take a 5-3 lead. And Alberta and Brendan Bottcher.
Pretty high.
Calgary will have the hammer playing the Redstone.
Really interesting end there, because I think the rest of Carruthers' team was thinking, if we get a chance to blank, and Brad Jacobs, the whole end was determined to set something up, and guess who did it? It was Brad Jacobs with that perfect draw back button. 3 inches lighter, there's a double, a couple inches heavier, he's got nothing.
Yeah, pardon me. I mean, he said, boys, I want to be aggressive here. Like, it's as if he felt it at that moment.
Yeah.
Hit it a bit. Weight's good. Hit it a bit.
I got lights.
Good. Gotta go a bit. 2 only. Go ahead. Distance. Distance still. Hard. Distance. 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 Distance.
Right to
Girl distance. Hard. Good. Good.
Nice
Good.
shot. Great
Good
shot.
spot there.
Good sweep.
Great sweep, Bree.
I'd rather put it there than tight.
Connor top 12 on his first one, not ideal, and he went right around it to the button, and now they're got all 3 of them in really nice spots.
You're doing this one, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
A little nice boost, a little heavy, but she's good.
Top 4. Line's good.
Lock it on. Top 4, guys.
T-line.
Whoa, line.
T-line.
Line to hair
Line's
tight.
good. We're a little tight.
Line only.
Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Clean.
Small bounce, guys.
Whoa.
Small
Close.
bounce.
Curl. No. Line's great.
We're good for a small bounce.
Good shot, Brett.
Very good, Brett.
for you.
Judge, Mark.
Yeah.
What's that time, Botch? 15?
Yeah. Top 4.
Wow.
Freeze on the nose.
It's almost like if you keep the brushes down, it doesn't slow down at all.
Yeah, it's one of those things you're just afraid to go brooms off.
Yeah.
If you let it die, it will, but if you keep your broom down,
Gotta go a bit.
maintains that life.
Line's good. Line's good. Grooves.
Gotta go a bit.
Grooves. Line's good.
Line's good.
Line's
Yep,
great.
line.
Hard line straight.
Hard.
Come on, you gotta
Hard.
go. Dive in.
Hard. You gotta go. No. You're on the top. Little bounce.
It's good.
Okay.
Shot.
Be decisive here, guys.
Not the worst spot.
Just maybe a slight overlap.
Just keep
Like that.
Okay.
You like normal?
Okay.
Normal.
Hit and roll, Gretzky.
Just a hair high side. It can't be dead on. You don't make the double. But hair high side. Try to save this rock.
It's great.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Close.
Curl.
Brett Gallant.
Clean.
Ebert.
Yep.
How?
Watch roll.
Hey, can you run it back? No, you'll run it off their own. Where's this going to spill? And in behind their corner, showing maybe just a little bit out turn side.
Special.
Wow.
And they had it all the way down. You could tell by the talking.
Way to go, Gretzky.
Great.
Gretzky.
Perfect weight.
It even, just
There you
for
go, pal.
showing off, he even ticked the freeze better.
More frozen.
Yeah. We got a photo finish coming up here.
I got good weight.
T-line.
I got a little heavier than that.
Nope.
Okay.
Just T-line.
Clean.
Back 4.
Clean. Yep. Yep.
Both.
Yep. Hard call.
Connor Negative. Now Somogolski joins him.
Hard. Back.
It's a hair light, eh? Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Not bad. Good shot.
Unlocks it.
We're just drawing into it and trying to bump it.
Trying to move it a couple feet.
A rock.
Okay. T-line, top button.
T-line back
Mark
button.
can get
yeah.
to the center line,
Even back
kick the
four.
yellow over a foot. There's a yellow double. It'll be exposed, and he won't be exposed. He'll be in behind.
Hey, Marcus.
Back 4,
Good
guys.
speed here, bud.
Weight's good. Back 4.
Oh, clean.
Mark
Back 4.
Kennedy and his
Back
first
eight.
as we play third stones here in 10.
Curl.
Back 4.
Curl.
Back
Ebert.
8.
Curl. Close.
They're just back
Clean.
4.
Yep.
Come on. Hard, Brett. Gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go, Brett.
Hard.
Just move it a rock.
Good shot.
Good shot. Beauty.
Over curled it a
Mark
tad.
that dance. Good sweep.
Very nice, Mark.
Thanks, guys.
Turn freeze half.
What's that?
Not looking good.
Just here.
Yep.
Shot.
Thanks.
That was even a little bit more.
Curl.
So
Curl.
here we
Close.
have
They're just back
Clean.
4.
Yep.
Ben was in there trying to get it to curl, so you saw the skinny part of his broom trying to knife it over, and then they got that curl started, so
Good
Brett
job.
jumps in, hold that line late.
Close.
Weight's good.
A little bit of a push and pull on the stone.
It's a real dance now.
Yep.
Clean.
Gotta go.
Yep.
Weight's
Now
good.
trying to hold up that curl as he
Just on it.
takes that outer edge.
Weight's great.
Hard line, Derek.
He's in line here.
Somogolski
Derek. Harder, Derek. Come on,
trying to
Derek.
hold it up a little more.
Hard, Derek. Hard.
Nice
shot.
sweep.
Shot.
Good.
Nice sweep.
2 minutes,
Shot.
Sam. Nice shot.
Good sweep, bud. Great throw.
Yeah.
They're only gotta love Ben if he's
Oh, yeah.
engaged and he's
Well, it
pointing
opened
and
up
going,
our in-off
this is the
too.
one. Skipper, and Skipper goes, yeah, I know, it's over here. That's what
We'll
we're
see where I
gonna
gotta
do.
hit it here, guys.
Look at this.
Okay.
Just straight.
Yeah.
Little surprised at this. I thought they'd run this front one back. If they don't make this, it's gonna.
So what are you trying to hit?
The top yellow, I believe, pretty thick.
I thought they'd be playing the middle one too.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
miss it, at least rip it off of there.
Clean. Whoa.
in the 90s with his raise. Angle raises like that, and then it'll pick the stone off the top.
Good throw, Marcus. Good throw, Mark.
Yeah, it's good.
Still good.
That was risky, but I guess when you got the best hitter in the building, it's not that risky.
How'd that one curl on us?
Close.
Good toss.
Thanks. Real close.
It's a couple now that have just come up a little bit more than they expect the last couple ends.
And even out that wide, I didn't expect that.
Just same shot as Reed, eh?
Sure.
The problem now,
I think so.
Vic, is they didn't remove the center guard.
It's okay if we move it a hair, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Top
Make your
8.
best just to freeze.
Good toss, bud.
That focused stare has never changed.
No.
Okay, let me know.
Line's
I think you're
good.
there. Let me know.
I think you're there.
Not
Wait's
bad.
good.
Hard line.
First,
Line on weight. Wait's great.
Line's good.
Skip
short of
Stone,
it. Go ahead.
Jacobs,
Yep.
Samogolski again, trying to hold it up.
Come on, Derek. You got to beat the top one.
Come on,
Now
boys.
trying to carry it for all it's worth.
Come on, Derek.
Want to put it right down on top.
Hard. Keep
very-
going.
it's very
Hard.
Yep.
Hard. Hard.
And do they take that raise away?
Sorry, I thought that was more
Straight
than
raise.
No one said anything about time. But if he threw the same
Yes, they did for sure.
that was very
It's thinner than that, Botch.
Come on,
to
Botch,
hit the
you
red,
quarter
you're looking at this to nut the red.
Okay, I'm good with that.
And you're a little thicker, you got action, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right where we got to hit it.
take,
If it backs up a little, then we'll...
take.
You could just simply come down and tap the red. I think that it's the
Okay,
top
good, Bosch.
yellow, the
I'm just
highest
laying
of the
it
two
straight out.
yellows that's killing them.
Yeah, dead straight, Botch. We should be able to hold it for you, buddy.
So if he makes something.
Could you come around with the out-turn and tap the top red? There's a good look at it. Top red, kick the yellow back, and then you've got chance for 4 type thing. You've got a couple of options.
His first.
Whoa, close. Hard. Yep. Hard, Brett.
Little in
Hard,
off.
Brett. Come on, Brett.
Hard, Brett.
Come on, Brett.
Hard.
Gretzky got it. No, and they just glanced it on the way back. Couldn't hold it.
Don't understand that call. Like, you could have tapped the top red, get the yellow back, and you've got all kinds of raises.
That one curled up on them too. There was no panic out of his hand.
You tell by Mark's call he wasn't worried.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, it curled.
It did.
Threw it good, it curled.
You got a minute, Brad. Take your time.
They're going to peel this.
Yeah. You got a full minute, so.
I don't know if there will be a shot once this is ripped out of there, Russ.
No.
For Brendan and company.
You're absolutely right. It was that top 4-foot yellow that I don't know how they were going to get it off Brendan's last call.
So what's the play?
Is peelless, I believe.
Okay.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Clean.
Just clean it.
Clean.
So they missed for the first. No chance of giving him a second shot at it.
Call Reed.
Drop.
Yeah, I agree.
Straight there.
Okay. Okay. Dead straight. It's close.
I think so.
Okay.
The
Plant it
problem
on
is
the
this was
red.
going to go like that, or you play it
That
on the
top
red,
Gets the yellow and the red onto the yellow.
If we dead plant this on the red one, I think it'll drag enough. to
feather
flip the
that,
back
that'll
one.
go that way.
We're just
I
playing it dead straight.
don't think it's there.
Will it have enough steam to kill the 8 though? I don't know.
Needs 2. Final stone. Angle raise.
Curl.
Trying to get rid of a couple of stones.
Curl.
And will not. And it'll come into the pile.
Good shoot, pal.
And it'll be
Very
one
good,
more.
good luck.
And first place will go to Manitoba. And the team from the Granite make the final 6-3 over Bottcher, who will finish at 6-2, 7-1 Carruthers.
Happy birthday tomorrow, Jody. You too.
And that completes the round robin. Except first place, second place, third place, all decided now.
The 2024 Montana's Brier is proudly presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. By Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada.
Time to face the media. Brad Jacobs and his team, Reed Carruthers, have clinched first place in the pool. And so, you know, when you look at the game story, you look at what Brendan Bottcher, that draw weight really did fail him tonight. And what a game thrown by Brad Jacobs. 6-3 your final, and that gives them first place. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. So one game remains on the ice to complete round robin. And it is Yukon, the team from Whitehorse, skipped by Thomas Scoffin, against Trevor Bonneau from Northern Ontario, the Fort William Curling Club in Thunder Bay. Bonneau, Kathy, got 1 in 10 to force this extra, and now it is Scoffin with the hammer playing the Redstones in the extra.
Well, in such a tough game for Trevor Bonneau and the Northern Ontario teams, seeing Matt go to a 5-1 lead after 3 and knowing that the odds of you being able to stay in this event are pretty slim. But in the last couple of ends, the Northern Ontario team has gone back to playing and trying to win this game, and they always were. But you able to park what was happening on sheet A.
Yeah, Matt Dunstone right next door. Well, he beat Bonneau this morning. That was the key win. And Dunstone just continued against Newfoundland and Labrador. And Simmons wins 12-4. And so Dunstone grabs that third spot in this pool.
An uphill battle for Dunstone all week. He's just been hanging on. Now they're playing great.
Line's good. Oh, if you can. Let it die, guys.
Mike McCarville, the only member of this team from the Fort William and Thunder Bay with previous Brier experience, played with Jeff Curry in the season of 14 when Brad Jacobs was going to the Olympics.
Whoa. Go. Curl.
So this is are the 6 teams that are into the playoffs. And what a matchup. These two are both tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. You cross over. You take 1 against 2 from B or 1 against 2. So Carruthers will play Gushue. McEwen will play Bottcher. And then they get that direct winner to the Page playoff. The loser will face the third place team in each of the groups, Dunstone or Jamie Cooey.
Even if those is great. Even if those. But there's, I mean.
You know, it's quite funny because you try that hard to finish first and you pick your poison, and now you got Gushue coming up, right? Or you've got McEwen coming up.
It's true.
You think we go on my first one?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Would you ever look at it and go, boys, you want to play him?
Clean.
I don't think so. Yep. I think you're trying to build towards playoffs. And I feel like you do that.
Yeah,
whoever you play is going to play 100 against you, because that's just bad karma.
You know, Hammer with the highest rank and all that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it, Trev. Let's make this.
I know what you're saying though, Vic, and I have seen it happen at the provincial level.
It's like giving away a single to keep the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're just
freeze dead up, right on the nose.
Interesting angles here. That yellow red's coming right at us, so if the freeze is made slightly to the right of that back rock, that's an auto raise. And if it's not on the inside, it's going to be open.
Okay, close for line. You might have to go line. Guys, stay close. Line's good for now.
Yep. You know, statistically, 69% he was this morning in the loss to Dunstone. 74 tonight. Those are his 2 lowest percentage games for Bonneau.
Where are we?
This isn't going to get there either.
Whoa, then.
Oh boy, they might have wanted to keep on that.
Get rid of that.
That just goes so
yeah,
easy.
Then he's still doing that.
Well, okay, so
yeah, it might.
If you play the double, they already know that's what Bonneau's going to do. Is going to try to draw in. So would you go in first, Joe?
Well, yeah.
Draw right around and go to the button first.
You could beat him in. I think they're just trying to figure out.
That's the play.
If it all spills. Do you ever catch that red, Russ?
If it catches the red, that is the break play, I think. But
I'm seeing it.
It's really close because it looks like they're frozen, and it might just tickle it.
Not unless they go like there.
So there's perfect.
Yeah.
The other question, Joanne, is does the yellow on the left onto the red hit the back red?
Middle. A little more.
No, it's
going to draw. It looks like.
Because if it doesn't, there's no way of getting shot rock for Northern Ontario if this is just a guard. And when I say, you want it tight, but if this is, let's say, top 12 even, how do they? I'm not sure that raise doubles there. You'd have to throw intern and drag it.
Yeah, if you're Yukon, you're trying to beat them in, but light, like top 12, top 8 is also
fine. For sure.
The only thing you cannot be is deep.
That's why I was suggesting short. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think if Bonneau played the left-hand yellow with an intern, he'd drag the red back and make the double. So this is the call.
Close. Line's good. Where? Wait till he close. Line's good.
He had a fourth Brier appearance. Last year went 2-6 in London. Thomas Scoffin.
Hard line. Hard line. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
Trig Jensen.
Line's good. Line's good.
Evan Lattis. Joe Wallingham is in the house.
Higher the better.
And they wanted to leave it up higher, but they'll cover the pin.
Oh, what a great shot.
Yeah, he's got
right on the nose.
He doesn't want to smile yet.
Do you know what? Let's just smash this on this side because you need some drag in order for this guy to go. Right? So smash it here so that because these two are going for sure.
And no, Jordan, no.
Smash this right here, I think. And we might sit two. It's our only chance, I think.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Throw it hard, Trev.
This is
but then this is shot still.
This is the key situation because that wants to go right there. Maybe a little more accurate right there. So if anything, it's going to drag in this direction. So they have to throw an absolute rocket because that top red is going to hit a lot of the shot rock. They're right. The back two will go. Can they get that middle one?
Final stone, Trevor Bonneau needs to be shot rock. Here we go. Bang. And they don't go. And it's over. And Yukon and the team from Whitehorse will pick up the win. 8-7 is your final score. And it's a second win for Scoffin, who will finish 2-6. And Bonneau will finish at 5-3. So there are your playoff teams all decided on this final day. Carruthers, Bottcher, Dunstone, Poulet, McHugh and Gushue, and Jamie Cooey comes out of Pool B. And no winless teams anymore with Grattan picking up the win over Ontario. So it sets up now the Page qualifiers. First and second in the groups will cross over. Carruthers against Gushue, McEwen against Bottcher when we join you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The winners go right through to the 1-2. The losers will play in a must-win against Dunstone and Cooey respectively. What a night, what a day, as Cooey gets himself in. We want to say thank you very much to the teams that are leaving us now and wish them safe travels. Till next time, as we're down to the final 6 at this year's Montana's Brier. And all of it right here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.